Jack, yo, your boss, bro. You told him to be careful out in these gaming streets and the gaming event streets. You told him to be careful.
Hey, BG say you got guns for sons, man. I don't know.
So you gotta stop the capping. Paris is gonna string that boy up, bro, when you catch him on the ones, man. Bro.
Harris be posting his work.
Yo, BG said he wants in. BG said he wants in the podcast.
Oh shit!
Paris gonna string that boy up. Paris gonna string that boy up. Where BG? Where is he? Tell him to join the private room. Tell BG to join the private room right now. Tell him. Message him right now, and I'll drag him.
This shit crazy, bro.
What's wrong with this guy, funny. Bro? Paris the way that he G-checked Dreamcast guy is kind of hilarious. Yo, I can't even lie. That was hilarious. That was bad, bro.
He exposed his whole shtick and then told him keep his name out of his mouth. I said, damn.
It was kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't lie, yo. Give me a little respect for Paris. Yo. Give me a little respect for him. I'm like, yo,
nigga would pull up on a gaming convention like that. I'm going ham.
You better not catch BG. I'm like, yeah, I'm just hoping you don't catch BG on the ones because he be thinking he's talking about his wife and shit. So that's gonna be a different type of pull-up.
BG can't go to no convention moving forward. He got like 3 niggas waiting to stomp him out, bro. The finest wine.
Shit crazy, bro.
One nigga that want to stomp into the finest wine. One
yes, sir.
Pop his head like a pimple. Like it's crazy.
There go BG. He has to move around like that Bill Cosby me looking over his shoulders now, bro.
I don't know who y'all think I am. I'm not that.
Cut it out.
BG,
bro. Never raised no bitch.
BG, you the same one that hugged up Funk Master Flex. Then the nigga said he wanted to fade with you. Then another nigga, no, hold on.
Never a threat.
First of all, then the other dude wanted to fade with you. You sent him a different location than the one he was at.
Bro, that nigga wanted me to travel to West Bumblefuck 3 hours.
Nah, he said he coming to you.
No.
You sent him a location. He went to the location. He said, where you going?
And it was a Sunday morning. First of all, let me make something clear.
Oh man.
I never said I'm about to travel to go meet nobody. I ain't doing that.
He wasn't traveling. If
I run into somebody, nigga, I'm hitting you with bricks, chairs. I'm not fighting fair. I don't know where you from. We don't fight fair. There ain't no fair ones, nigga. Ain't gonna be no fair ones. It's gonna be everything. I ain't gonna be naked.
Pause.
What the fuck is going on?
Be clear, bro. So I ain't him. The former meth head.
We just want
the former meth head. I'm not him.
That Dreamcast guy straight is crazy.
I'm not him.
Yeah, he's never coming back.
When you become Tupac, my nigga, what's going on?
Hey, Paris, if you ever come across this podcast, BG, sorry, bro. Don't run his face, bro.
He don't mean it.
I ain't fighting fair.
If y'all ever see BG just randomly apologizing on the timeline,
so I just want to know. Y'all ever seen the big nigga die? Have y'all never seen that?
BG, okay. Cut the malarkey. You ain't shooting nobody, bro. You ain't shooting nobody, bro.
Niggas get shot, stabbed. Bro, brolic niggas with a whole bunch of muscles get shot, stabbed, and jumped every day. Them muscles don't help nobody.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's crazy. How you crashing out on Paris when you was the one talking about his wife?
Y'all acting like I'm about to get in a boxing ring and square up with this nigga. It ain't gonna be that. Be clear. It's not.
It's no fair ones, my guy.
I don't believe in none of that shit.
Oh,
you acting like I'm about to put on gloves and get in a boxing ring with a referee. No, ain't gonna be no ref.
All I'm saying, when you at the next, oh, go ahead.
BG, real quick. BG, before you got in here, right? I said to Kofi, who you got your money on, Paris or BG, right? He didn't even, Kofi was disrespectful. He didn't even say he had his money on Paris winning the fight. He said he had money on you copping a plea as soon as you saw it.
Okay. Ain't no apologizing in me. Ain't no apologizing in me.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But
listen. I talk shit and ran through E3 already. Niggas seen I done that. I don't care.
Yo, when he was in them LA gears.
Stop this, bro. Anyway, y'all continue with y'all show. I ain't mean to interrupt.
Yeah. No doubt. This week we live. Don't get used to it. It's not gonna be a regular thing. But today we needed an audience for today's podcast, so that's why we live today. Shout out to everyone who's tuning in. Shout out to everyone who's gonna watch this later. But good game in episode 70. Today I got two mediators. I had to get Jack
Two
back.
mediators.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I had to get Jack back. and I
Basically,
got
two
Tony.
people that agree with him. Don't let him.
No, they're mediators. They're gonna keep it fair and square.
You got Jack, the scorned PlayStation fan, and Yokio. You know what I mean?
Wow.
He right there with Jack. No cap. He a scorned PlayStation fan too. But I see
You
what
talking about
it is.
informed
High key.
gamers and consumers, sir? That's
Oh, you see it,
that's
right,
what it's
Jack?
called.
Jack, you see it, right?
hey man.
Hey man, so I hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. It's been a while since I did a live stream on the channel, so it should be a good time. J-Main,
Sure.
okay, see now I'm
What's
fucking
good,
up.
brother?
No point doing introductions. Everyone knows who you are already. Jack,
Yeah, we
J-Main,
here.
Jack, Tony's here in the building, like I said, and let's just get straight into some of the topics. But actually, before then, I do want to talk about what everybody's been playing. You know, I know Jack and Tony's been on some I hate gaming type of shit, so I'm actually kind of curious on what games they're playing lately. Jack, what you been on lately?
Man, well, the last game I beat was a Hellblade 2. I thought it was a cool little situation.
I beat that
Could have
shit
been
too.
more. Yeah, it could have been more, man. I was a little disappointed. I can't lie
Me
about
too.
it.
Me
But
too.
I like the ending. I kind of like where they're taking the story. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with the franchise if they continue it.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. If we don't get Hellblade 3, I'm good, bro.
It didn't
Real
give you
talk.
like a Game of Thrones vibe towards the end. Like I don't know. I felt like she was on like some
Do you
other
really
dragons.
want? Do you
type
really
shit. I
want
don't know.
another Hellblade like
I
that?
feel
Don't
what
look.
you mean by
Listen,
that, Jack.
if they're not really
Yeah.
if they're not really upgrading the game to like any real significance, like in the gameplay department, I'm good, to be honest. They could have ended.
No,
right
no,
there.
I agree with that. They definitely got to do something with that. That fighting 1v1 shit is trash. The game was easy as hell. Like, yeah, they got to do something with the gameplay. Definitely. But what else was I playing, bro? I was playing Harold Halibut, bro. I don't know if y'all
The
seen this
fuck?
game, like a little claymation joint,
Nope.
Yeah, I
Uh,
seen that. I seen that.
I haven't seen
bro.
it.
When I tell you this was one of the most boring fucking games I've ever played in my life, dog. I had to delete that shit, bro. I ain't even get through playing. I think I only had like 2-3 hours left, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. One of the
That was
most
some free PlayStation
mundane.
Plus shit?
Nah, it was on. Actually, I was on Game Pass with it, bro.
Oh, okay.
One of the most, and that game is $40, by the way, if you don't get it like Game Pass, bro. One of the most boring, mundane. It reminded me of Shenmue if like Shenmue was made by like Sweet Baby Inc, bro. Like that shit was fucking garbage, dog. Like
what?
I don't know, man. That joint was just
What
garbage.
made you want to
bro.
play that? Like what you saw in like the trailer? Like what the fuck? For it
I
to
was
be that
fucking with
bad?
I was fucking with the art style. I'm like, okay, look, claymation joint. Like I ain't never really played a lot of
okay.
games like in that art style. I'm like, okay, it look cool. I can see the craftsmanship in it and whatnot. Game just boring, bro. Like it was interesting shit starting to happen. The first time I played, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep playing it. Start playing it again. I go through like 3 more hours of just straight bullshit. I'm like, bro, I thought something interesting was about to happen, bro. So I can't do it, bro.
Oh man. So that's the last game you played?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna start that another Crab's Treasure. I'm thinking about starting that
You
next
played
week.
Stellar Blade?
Bro, I got Stellar Blade. And I still ain't started it, bro.
Dog, bro. So there's
I'm
great
the same.
games
I'm
out.
the
There's
same,
great
bro.
games
you
out.
think
You're
I'll
just not
fuck with
touching
that
it.
though, Kofi? You think I'll fuck with that though, Kofi?
Honestly,
You know me. You think I'll?
Yeah, I think you'll fuck with it.
You think so?
I think so. I think you'll like it. I don't know if you'll absolutely love it, but I do think you'll like it. Did you play Nier Automata? Did you play Nier? any
Only
of
the
Nier?
demo. Only the demo. Only
Yeah,
the
What
demo.
did you think of Nier?
I thought it was cool. I wasn't really blown away by it, but it was cool.
It's to me it's along the same lines. It's not exactly Nier, but it's along the same lines in terms of the gameplay experience. But
Actually,
I
like I
think you
like
should
the
check it out,
demo.
though.
The demos. I like the demo of Stellar Blade. I didn't expect to like it at all. I thought it was alright though.
Yeah, I think you'll.
I got the
Probably,
full
I think you'll
game,
walk
though.
away saying it's cool. I think you'll walk away saying it's cool.
Mm.
Tony, you've been on your crypto shit, but what you been playing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, you know what I've been on because I've been cleaning you up and everything. So a little bit of
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Come to the podcast and live. We could address it.
Little-
Come to the
little bit-
podcast and live. Let's
Who
go.
won the last Yu-Gi-Oh set? Who won the last Yu-Gi-Oh set?
You did. You
Oh
did.
shit.
Who won the last AOE
Who's
set?
up in
Who last?
Who's up in Oh, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. I want J-Main opinion on that because apparently he agrees you be cheating on bets too now. So
Wait. When did he agree to that? Why you just adding that shit? Where did that even come from?
I'm sure Jay
Where
Main
did that
gonna
come
agree
from?
that you like cheating on bets.
Wait.
So
Okay.
I
So
want
this is
Jay
a new
Main's
narrative
opinion.
we're doing
I want
now.
Jay Main's.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Absolutely.
I'm rolling. Let's go.
You know what I mean? He be throwing some random shit in there at times.
You see it, right? You see it.
That's what we do.
Let me
That's what we
explain
do
the
it.
situation. Let me get Jay
let's-
Main thoughts real
All
quick,
right. Let's
right?
hear it. Let's hear it.
So we decide Kofi getting cooked for what's it been? 4 months? 4 months? You
Cap.
not beat me in Age of
Cap.
Empires?
He's capping.
That's cap.
He's capping.
You saying that's cap? That's real cap?
He's capping.
It's not cap. It's not cap.
Continue with your story though. Let's hear it.
He been getting cleaned up for 4 months straight, right? So then it comes to a point. He's like, you know, he goes to Old Reliable. There's this one map. It's called Michi. It's the only map in the game where you have infinite resources. That's why he likes this map. It's the only map.
I'll
so
let
it's
him
the
spin
only
his
map
narrative. Continue.
for the past
your story.
year. For the past year, it's the only map he can beat people in the Discord on. That
That's cap.
one map
That's a
where
lie. That's a
you
lie,
don't.
too.
You have to cut through trees, right? You have to cut through trees so you don't get
That's a lie,
early
too.
access.
I don't
You
cook-
have time
I don't-
to build
I'm not
up.
cooking- I don't be cooking visions.
Visions picked up the
So
game.
so,
2
so
weeks
don't
ago,
lie.
but-
So all right. So I don't lie. So don't lie.
Visions, he
So
wear a
continue.
helmet, though,
Continue.
so, like, you-
Visions, exactly. It's visions, bro.
All right.
Come
Continue.
on, bro.
Continue,
Everyone
sorry.
else. So it's infinite resources. I don't really like this map, but it's the only map Kofi good at. We call him the
That's
Michi
cap.
Merchant, right?
That's cap. But continue. Continue your story.
So the Michi Merchant, after getting cooked, he wants to play on his map. He's tired of getting cooked. He want to play for money now, right? So I'm like, bet, let's put some crypto on it. We can play. So I'm like, we load up the thing, right? He getting cooked. I'm talking about, bro. He getting his shit pushed in, right? Then all of a sudden, my internet, it says disconnect from the server, right? Like
I
no
love your
connection to
story.
the server.
I love your story.
It says no. Hear me out, Jamie. I want your thoughts. It says no connection to the server, right? This is when I'm cooking his shit, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, I lose connection to the game for a good 2-3 minutes. I'm like, yo, Kofi, pause the thing. I got no connection, right? This nigga been yapping the whole fucking game. All of a sudden, this nigga silent. I'm like, yo, pause the thing. And then Strat and Visions are watching the game. They spectating so they can see everything going on, right? You're like, yo, Kofi, pause it. Both 3 people are telling this guy to pause it for a
didn't hear
good
it.
3 minutes,
Okay, I
right?
didn't hear it. Okay. Continue.
He says he doesn't hear it.
Okay.
So he got no goons, right? He got like 2-3 goons behind his walls, right?
that's a lie.
But
That's a
because
lie,
they
too.
behind the walls, but
Continue.
we got the tape. But because they are behind the walls and I can't control shit, he cooks my whole army, right? So now I come back, I'm cooked, bro. I ain't got shit. That was my last push. That was my big push. Now I don't got shit. He
I just
comes
wanna
back.
say,
He
the
wins
game went on for
he
like
wins the
45
game.
minutes too. The
He
game went on
comes
for
back and
45
wins.
minutes.
He comes back and wins the game. I would have cooked him
Okay.
right then and there, right?
Okay.
So then we talking, yo. I pay him the money because on the spot because I ain't like one ton. I gotta wait 2 weeks till Friday to pay the bet. So I pay him.
Oh,
I'm like, you
shit.
cheated,
Is that
but I
shots?
pay him. I pay him on the spot. I pay him on the
Okay.
spot, right?
Continue.
And then
And then what?
so
How you
then
gonna
it's time
spend this
for
one?
it's time. So then it's the
What did
time.
you say?
It's
What did
time
you
for
say?
the-
What did you say?
I mean, first of all,
what did you say?
First of all, Strat agreed he cheated. Visions agreed he cheated.
No.
Then there's some. I don't know if you're familiar
That's
with
a lie.
Anubis,
Oh.
J-Main.
Vis-
Kofi,
I don't
you
know
like
if you-
witness. Kofi, you like witnesses now. Hold on now.
So now,
You
so
got
now,
witnesses.
so now, so then a
like
week goes
those.
by.
Continue,
A
let him
week goes
finish.
by, right?
Let him
He's
finish.
if you don't know, all the Age of Empires game they get recorded as soon as you beat them, right?
Yeah.
So he's saying, "Yo, I didn't cheat. I'm gonna run it. We're gonna watch the tape back. Yo, we watched the tape back
Yo,
a week
finish the
later.
story
Anubis.
properly. No,
No, I'm
finish the
finishing the story. I'm just finishing the first game. Anubis,
Finish the
who is
fucking
Kofi.
story. Why you
He's
jumping
He's
around?
an Anubis. Yo, and I'm finishing the story. Anubis is a Kofi stand. He watched the tape back. He said it was spooky. Kofi. So we established you
Okay.
cheated on the first game. So now we
Okay.
run it back, right?
Okay.
Double or nothing on the.
Okay, so what does he say?
doubling
What
the-
did- he says
so we double in the
double-
cheat money. So we double in the cheat money, right?
okay.
So here
he
we
says
go. So
double
here's
or
the
nothing.
second
He says
game.
double or nothing, right? Because I cooked them really
I had to
bad.
fight. I had to fight for that
he
double or
said-
nothing. By the way, he didn't want to.
No,
give
he
it to
didn't.
me.
No,
was
he didn't.
shook up.
No, you didn't.
I was
'Cause
fighting. I was fighting for that double or
Visions,
nothing.
you're-
You didn't want.
yo,
you
the
didn't want that
person,
double or nothing
yo, the
smoke.
person that you're saying that you're claiming is your witness, I cooked him and I took his money too. So he's obviously gonna go against me. He's hating. So add the fact that I cooked Visions and I took his money, and he's hating. He's salty that I took his money. That's what he's just agreeing with.
Anubis had no involvement, and
Let's
he
go.
a Kofi stand. Watched the tape back and said
That's
he
cap.
cheated. So
That's cap.
I mean,
Anubis don't fuck with me
so
no
we
more.
do the
Ever since
second
y'all
game.
said Kofi, you don't fuck with me no more. You don't even fuck with me like that no more. Facts.
okay, so what happened in the second game, right? There's this one civ called the Persians. They OP. You can't kill one of the units, right?
Excuses.
And on this map,
Excuses.
it's infinite resources, so you can.
For
you're only
both
supposed
of
to
us,
have
for
a
both
few.
of us, right? "Quote unquote" infinite for both of us, though, right? So what's your excuse?
You only
It's
really
for both of us.
There's a lot of units in the game. You're only supposed to have, maybe 10, 20 pushing at max, because the way the resources balance, you're not
Oh, a
really
lot
supposed
of
to have that. But because it's infinite resources, Kofi builds 100 different of these OP goons. I mean, so we playing on this map. So we say
Excuses.
no
Okay,
Persians.
continue.
So that's why we say no Persians. We say no Persians, right?
Yeah,
You picked the
like
counter
cheap.
to, but he picked the counter to.
So hear me out.
First of all,
So hear me out. Hear me out.
counter
Hear me
to
out,
my
right?
civilization, and you
No, hear me
lost.
out, hear me
You
out.
just had mad
No, hear me out,
excuses.
hear me out, hear me
You
out.
legit picked
Let me run
the
it down.
counter to my.
Let me run it down.
How you
Let me run it
pick the
down.
counter to a nigga's civilization and still lose and complain? What are you talking about? You're
You-
talking about okay.
you a
If you want to
sneaky
give it to you,
bitch. You a sneaky bitch. Let me
shut the
get to
fuck
it.
up.
Let me
Shut
tell
the
the
fuck
story.
up. Nah,
You a
I'm
sneaky
nah.
bitch.
I'm
Let
tired
me
of you
finish
talking
the
your fucking
story. Let me
shit. I'm
finish
tired of you. You're not
the
finishing
story.
shit.
The story's not
Fuck out. I'm
finished.
cutting your mic. Cutting your mic, bitch ass nigga. Your mic is cut. Your mic is cut. Your mic is cut. Dumbass
What the
nigga.
fuck?
Yo, you know what's pissing me off about Tony? Look, J-Man, our Ages of Empire match goes on for over 2 fucking hours. 2 fucking hours. And he's telling me 2 minutes that his game fucking froze. And his fucking PC always fucking freezes. This is a normal thing. So
was
we're gonna
winning.
pretend
I was winning.
we're
I
gonna
had no
pretend like
reason
it's
to
not a
lie
normal
about-
thing.
about
Your
shit
computer
freezing.
always fucking freezes. Your computer always
You would've
fucking
lost
freezes
in them
in
2
the middle of our
minutes,
matches.
bitch. You would've
So
been-
what's different?
you would've
What's
lost in them
different
2
between
minutes,
that
and there
game that we
would've been
played
no more
and
2
all the games,
hours.
all the rest of the games that you played? Your computer froze and you still won, bitch ass nigga. What are you talking about? Stupid ass nigga. So the funny thing is,
'cause my shit
game
didn't
froze for
freeze at
2
crunch
minutes.
time.
It's
My shit
crazy.
didn't freeze at crunch time,
Shut
nigga.
up. Your game froze for 2 fucking minutes. The game still went on for another fucking 45 minutes, and he still couldn't cook me. What's your excuses?
If my
On
game
top of
didn't
that,
freeze-
we-
if
yo,
my game
on
didn't
top-
freeze, I
on
would've
top of
cooked
that,
you in them 2 minutes.
Yo, J-Man, on top of that, we did double or nothing. He was crying about.
Let me explain the double or nothing.
We did-
You gonna
Yo,
come
shut
up
up
with
now.
the
Now
double
your
or
mic
nothing
is cut off. Your mic is cut off. You said double or nothing. You said double or nothing. You're calling me back to the table. I'm like, yo, just sit on this fucking lot. You call me back to the table. You picked the counter to my civilization, the one that's
That's
actually
not
better
what
than my
happened.
civilization.
That's
That's a
not what happened.
fact.
You
That's
want
a
me to tell the
fact.
story?
That's a
You want me to tell the
fact.
story?
No
You
stories.
want
That's
to
a
tell the
fact.
story?
Ask
Let me tell you
Devsinger.
what happened.
Ask
Let me tell you
Devsinger.
what
You
happened.
picked the counter to my civilization, and you still got fucking cooked. Your game
That's
didn't
not what
pause.
happened.
Nothing happened. You still lost. So what's your excuse for losing the double or nothing, bitch ass nigga? What's your excuse? What's your excuse for losing the double or nothing?
Alright,
So
now-
shut
now
up.
hear me out.
Exactly. Cut it
Now
off.
hear me out. Now hear me
Cut
out.
it
Now
off.
hear me out. Now we can.
Cut it
Now
off.
we can scroll in. No. Let me finish the story. Let me finish the story. Let me tell the people what they want to hear. So if you can scroll up. You can scroll up in the chat. We already established for the money games, no Persians. That's the first.
We
So what
didn't.
happens
We
was,
didn't.
right?
No. Why did you run the game? Why did you run the game? You
scroll up,
agreed to it because
scroll
you
up,
picked
bitch.
because
Scroll
you
up,
picked the
bitch.
counter.
No,
You picked
hear
the
me
counter
out.
to my
You a
team,
sneaky
so you
bitch.
thought you were
You a
gas.
sneaky
You're
bitch.
gas
Let me
that
tell
you're
you
gonna
what
win.
happened. Let me tell you
No,
what
I'm not a.
happened. Let me tell you what happened,
Wow.
sneaky
Wow.
bitch. Let me tell you what
Let's hear
happened.
it.
So
Let's hear it, bro.
I'm
Let's hear it.
cycling
Let's hear it, bro.
I'm cycling through the civilizations trying to figure out who I'm gonna pick. What happens? I click on the Italians. I'm like, let me see what the Italians do.
No. Tell the story. Death Singer is like,
I'm
oh,
telling
this
the story.
beats the
Let me tell the
this beats
story.
the Persians easy. This beats the Persians
Let me
easy.
tell the story.
And you picked them. So you thought you
So
were gonna
I clicked-
cook and
I
you
clicked the
lost.
Italians. No,
Now you
no,
since you
bitch.
lost,
I clicked the
since you
Italians.
fucking lost, now you're running this narrative. The
No,
Persians
no.
is too good.
I clicked-
Shut up.
I
I didn't
clicked
even
the
build a
Italians.
unit. I
I've been
didn't even
saying
build a
that.
unit
I've
that
been-
cooked you, bitch.
That's not true. That's not fucking true. You got the tape.
Nah, you
So,
lost some money.
I
Your
picked-
50, you know what your $50 I did? I bought some Starbucks with that. I enjoyed that out of you. That Starbucks
Oh,
was nice.
shit.
That Starbucks was nice. I got myself a venti. That shit was busting. So shout out to you with that 50. Nigga, you want to run it
you.
back? We can run
So-
it back. Let's start the
So I
podcast.
picked. Let me finish.
Let's
I'm
start
almost
the
done.
podcast.
Let me finish. Let me wrap up the story. I'm almost done. So I picked the Italians. I'm just looking. I'm just taking a little look, right? So as I pick the Italians, I'm reading what they do. I'm looking at shit. This nigga Kofi picks the Persians, right? So he can get off the narrative. Yo, you got my counter, yo. So what's the problem? Let's just run it,
And
right?
you-
Then
and
here
you
come that
start
singer
getting-
bitch ass.
you-
That's
you
here come
get
that
ready?
singer bitch ass. So here come that singer bitch ass, right? Yo, that is low key. I'm like, yo, no Persians. That singer, here come that singer hoe ass. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, that's a good civ to go against the Italians. You're easily smoking with this civ. I'm like, I don't know.
up.
I
Don't
never
get me
played.
triggered today.
You know, it's a money game.
You a nasty man. You a
It's
nasty man.
a money game. It's a
Nasty
money
word.
game. Do I
Yo,
really
he has
want to
so
try?
many
Do I really
excuses.
want to? Do I really want to try
J-Man,
something new?
he
on
hit
a money
ready
game?
up. Now he's complaining about the civilization. I told
So-
he
so-
hit
so-
ready up. Why did you hit ready up? Then
Yo,
why did
yo,
we start
yo.
the game?
Let
Why
me
did you
tell
hit
you
ready up?
something. So let me tell you something, bitch. So I'm like, so that singer in my ear yapping, nigga sucks. I don't know why I listen to him. That's my fault. That's my fault. Nigga
That's
sucks.
a big mistake.
I'm like, yo, you know, he giving me advice. I'm like, do I really want to try something new on a money game? I don't know about this matchup. In the chat, established the
whole
Civ
lot.
band. But that singer in my
Why'd
I'm
you
like,
hit
fuck it,
ready
let's
up?
run it. So I'm
So
like,
you
fuck it, let's
agreed.
run
So
it, right?
End of discussion.
So I
End of
press
discussion.
run it, right? You know what happens?
End
You know
of
what
discussion.
happens? to my knowledge, there's maybe about 6,000 gold on the map on a regular game, right? This nigga Kofi builds 100 of the counter to my shit that you couldn't do in any other game, any other map. You fucking Michi merchant that costs like 10,000 gold alone.
Yo,
and
you know
then
what's
he
so
sends the
annoying about
elephants
him?
in, which are
You know
OP.
what's-
Then he sends the elephants in, which
Yo, you
are
know what's
OP
fun?
afterwards.
He's just a whole bunch of excuses. You know what's annoying? He knows exactly. We agreed on the civilization number. He's keeping on using this excuse that, oh, this map, we can cook on this map. But guess what? The same thing that's afforded for
Kofi,
me,
that's-
it's
Kofi,
afforded
when's the
for
last time you
you.
went on another
It's
map? When's the last time you didn't win on
Nice
that
switching
map,
up the
bitch?
conversation. Let's start the podcast. Let's start the
Start the
podcast. We ain't
podcast,
cooking
bitch.
nothing.
You fucking cheat. Fucking cheat.
This is crazy.
Anubis
J
said,
Main,
"Let me in."
let's enter. Welcome if this
Anubis
is your first
wants
time
in.
listening
Anubis wants in.
to Good Gaming.
Welcome.
Welcome. It's your first time. We're usually not this hostile, I promise, and we screaming like this. But today I have a couple people I have to address today. So you know what I mean. Today might be get a little heated. But
It's already lit. This motherfucker's going down. Yes,
but
sir.
Tony told us what he's been playing. He's been getting cleaned up. And talk about I Connect 4, you bitch ass nigga. Said you're so nice Connect 4, huh? What happened?
Connect 4.
Exactly.
I pressed a
Exactly.
misclick. Now we tied up.
Exactly.
But you've been
Exactly.
ducking. I told this nigga put the money up. I told this nigga put money up. He's been ducking me for a week.
Exactly.
Yo, Kofi,
Exactly.
Kofi, say I'm lying.
Exactly.
Kofi, I thought you put money up. You ain't playing me since.
Niggas been busy. Where you been at? We both been busy.
I've been here, bro. Whenever you want to fade, I got you.
Jamie, what you been
on
playing?
the iPhone? The Connect 4.
Yeah, we
But
play.
he sucks. He buns. He buns.
He sucks. He's not good. Tony was talking all this shit. He lost like 3 games in a row when we first started playing, bro. That's facts.
I was warming up, bro. I was warming up.
Jamie, what you been playing?
So
What you been
I've been
playing?
playing,
I apologize.
finished up Hellblade 2. I ain't really got more to say about that shit. Like, I do like the story, but like y'all been saying and everybody else, it is a disappointment how they, the route they went with not really expanding too much on the combat and the puzzles and shit like that. So, other than that, I've been playing X Defiant. I jumped on that. Just want to check
I
that
played
out.
a match
to see,
too. I played a match actually. It was cool.
Actually, I'm not mad at it. It's definitely like Call of Duty, but like you got the specialists which have their abilities. Some of them shits is cheap as hell, but then they have like the classes that counter some of the abilities from one. Like anything that can fucking see through walls and shit like that, I fucking hate in multiplayer games. But you do got some classes that could counter some of that shit, and it kind of helps out on that. So I'll probably dabble in a little bit with that. That's gonna be my first person shooter fix right now. But other than that, yeah, been chilling.
All right, cool. I finished Liza P. I finished
did.
Liza P.
Fire.
I got the
Yes,
platinum.
sir.
The
Yes,
game
sir.
is
Very
absolutely incredible game. I'm
Yeah.
team. If this was made by From Software, it would definitely got a higher rating. I'm definitely
Yes, sir.
on that camp. It's definitely, if not the best, the second best Souls-like clone I've played. The only one that I could compare that's that is actually on its level is probably the first Neo. I probably enjoyed the first Neo just as much as Liza P. Really fucking good game.
How long did it take you to beat Liza P? Because one of my issues with the first Neo, that shit felt like it was long as shit.
Yeah, it took me a total of like 65 hours to get the platinum. To do
Okay, so that's not bad at all.
I literally did my new game plus in 2 sit-ins. The majority of the time I ran through it because I was trying to get one of the endings, right? So since I already know the game, I just ran through the sections that so I can just get to certain bosses and do what I got to do with certain requirements to get to like one of the last endings. But my first time playing the game, it probably took me maybe 40 hours, 45 around there,
Right.
like 45 hours.
okay.
And yeah, so it
You kind of
wasn't
buns
that
though,
bad.
Jamie. So extra 10 hours.
Buns
for
at
you or
what?
something.
At what? At what?
You pulling
Hey,
your
games.
card. You pulling your card, bro. You pulling your card.
I mean,
Fuck out of here. Don't you be
About
playing on
56.
easy mode and shit like that?
Uh
no
oh.
easy mode.
Uh-oh.
No easy mode.
normal
I play.
difficulty.
Hold on. I got my shield and got a
Uh-oh.
wall. I got my shield and got a wall. I don't know about you.
Nigga,
got my
I was the
shield.
one on the front lines for the shield. What the fuck is you talking about?
I got my shield too on my other PlayStation account. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure you do.
That's crazy.
We still ain't
That's crazy
seen it.
what
We still ain't
that's what
seen
we
it.
gotta talk about. I got my shield.
Don't worry. I'm gonna show you.
What
I'm gonna
wanted
show
to
you a
be Jack
picture.
Trophy, nigga.
Exactly.
Hell
a
yeah.
Trophy.
I got my
Exactly.
trophy.
Hell yeah.
Let me hit up
Oh,
Google.
that shit.
Let me hit up Google and show you guys my shield real quick. You know what I mean? Let me show you my shield.
Man.
But yeah, Liza P. I've been playing Liza P. That shit it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. Play it. I heard that DLC is coming out for the
you
game.
seen?
Go
You
ahead.
seen that tease for the sequel they did at the end? Liza P?
Oh yeah, isn't it? And it's some like Alice in the Wonderland or some shit like that.
Yeah,
What is
that thing gonna be fire, bro.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm
No,
really looking
Wizard
forward
of
to
Wizard of Oz.
it. Wizard of Oz. That's what it was. Dorothy. Yeah.
Oh, that would be hard.
Yeah.
Liza P DLC coming out this year too.
Yeah, I heard.
DLC?
Yeah, I heard
Sir,
DLC's coming
need
out this
that,
year,
need
so
that.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm glad that like I'm all caught up and shit.
They
so
could
I'm
kind of
definitely
do
jumping
a
on that.
whole like genre of those like children's stories and this type of like souls.
They're going after games that or not games, but franchises where the IP expired. So they can just beat.
Yeah, that's just like
Upload it
public
for free.
domain. Yeah.
Yeah, and the way that they flipped this Pinocchio story is fantastic. Like I don't think the lore gets enough credit. I like how the game goes into the.
I didn't pay too much attention to it.
No, but it's actually really good. Like I like the aspect of how you pretty much you're making decisions based off like if you lie, you're actually more human. You know what I'm saying? Like you're actually become more human when you lie and shit like that. Like it has like some pretty good themes in the game. I highly recommend playing Liza P if you haven't played Liza P. It's really fucking good.
I just want the record to reflect Kingdom Hearts was fucking with Pinocchio first. So just look at
Trash.
that inspiration. Thank you.
That man said
Yeah,
Kingdom
yeah.
Hearts. What the?
Eliza P better than Elden Ring, yes sir.
I don't know
Better than
about all of
Elden
that,
Ring?
Chief.
Hey,
I don't
hey,
know
t-
about.
talk-
I
talk-
don't
talk-
know
talk to- hey,
I
hey,
can't.
Tony.
I don't know about all of that. I don't know about all of that.
Oh,
I don't know about all of
Talk
that.
to
I'm
him.
sorry. I don't know
That's
about all of that.
interesting. That's interesting.
I don't agree with that. I don't co-sign that one. What else have I been playing? I'm kind of waiting. June, game of the year is about to drop in a couple of days.
Brother.
You know what I mean?
Game of the year.
No
Shadow of the
sir.
Earth Tree. It's gonna be expansion.
Oh, DLC.
Oh,
yes,
brother.
sir.
You
Yes,
talking
sir.
about
Game of the year
DLC
about to
being
drop.
game of the year?
100%.
Oh,
That shit about to be heat.
Kofi
Y'all
doing
seen-
tricks on it, ain't he?
Oh my god. So BJ, so
Man.
you're not gonna participate in this podcast, but you're gonna do ad-libs, yo? All right, we got you. But Elden Ring is gonna be fantastic. I don't know if you guys seen the hands-on previews. That shit look incredible.
I was looking at
that
it.
shit look incredible.
That sounds like because they will say like 30 some hours of extra content and shit like
I heard
that.
40.
100,
I heard 40. I heard
40, yeah,
40,
so 30 to 40 hours, 100 bosses or some shit. Or was it 10? I might have got that wrong.
It was
but
10, I think. It was
10 plus.
10,
10
yeah.
plus. I think they said 10 plus.
and then more weapons and shit like that, styles and all of that. It's like from software, they go hard with the DLC. Like I'm a big fan of like the
Jamie, you
Bloodborne
finished this
DLC
game?
and all of that. No, I ain't finished this game.
Oh my god, Jamie, man, you're making me sick to my stomach.
Hell no,
bro.
I ain't finished
You
this
make
game.
me
I
sick
hate
to
that
my
the
stomach.
game is
He wa-
overrun. I really do.
You make
I hate that
Facts.
shit.
Speak on it.
You was talking like you was about to hop on the DLC, brother.
Nah, I'm just plugged in. You know what I'm saying? I be plugged in all
Alright,
the
alright.
news and shit
I
like
feel- I
that.
feel you, I
But
feel
I didn't watch like the previews though. I just watched like some of the cliff notes because I didn't want to. I'm gonna eventually beat it. It's just I ain't in no rush to play it.
Go lock in,
I think
bro.
it's
That
a
game is
skip.
fucking
I
fantastic,
think
bro.
it's
It's not a
I think
skip.
this DLC's a skip. I think this DLC's a skip.
Tony just doing all that cloud chasing because he's just trying to get a 1-2 like in the
Oh,
video and
brother.
1-2 view on the channel, bro. The game is not a skip. Go ahead and play that Elden Ring. That shit looks fantastic. But yeah, I'm pretty much waiting for that. I hopped back on Persona 5 Royal. I'm pretty much almost done. This is like my third playthrough of this game. I'm almost done.
You
it.
getting a
I'll probably-
platinum or you just playing through it again?
This one's easy. Like versus the first one, like you could just get the platinum in like your first playthrough. Like you don't have to play it like multiple times. You don't.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm gonna just play it on the new account. I'm my Jack Move inspired account. Shout out to Jack. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just clean that up real quick. And that's all I've been playing. I'm pretty much waiting for Elden Ring right now. So that's
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
definitely everybody's next big gaming.
Yo, Jack, that true game of the year comes out August 8th. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
August-
Oh,
August
that
8th.
Black
What?
Myth. That Black
Oh,
Myth.
Black Myth Wukong?
Oh, I'm looking forward to that shit.
No.
Oh, you talking about Steam? You talking about Steam World Heist too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hey, you
Look what these
might.
guys talking about.
Greatness.
Hey, you
greatness,
might
that's
be-
the
yeah.
hardest.
Wait, don't Concord come out August 8th? Yeah, that's the true
Hey,
game
wait,
of the year
we
right
ain't check.
there.
We ain't check.
Wait, Concord August 8th? Ew.
Nah, it's
Get that
August
outta here.
23rd.
Get
August
that outta
23rd.
here. Get that
It's
outta
real
here.
games come out in August. We ain't worried about that Concord, man.
Yo, I have a feeling everybody's gonna
We
change it.
peeling the
Why do I have
layers
a
back.
feeling that people are gonna change their tune about that game, bro?
The more layers that get peeled back, I'm seeing niggas fucking with it. Like, all right, this
That's
might
what I'm
not be
saying
so
because I see
bad.
on the timeline when they dropped the game
I
modes
saw
today. When they dropped the game modes
BG
today, I've
Unga
seen
Bunga
people-
ass being hyped over game modes.
That's a big thing, though. That's a big
Nah, that
thing,
is.
though.
It
Like,
is. It is.
We don't
True,
want
true.
them hardcore team-based focused game modes. In the
Yeah, that's
multiplayer.
fact.
Nah,
We need
fuck
something
all
simple
that.
too. We need
And the one thing I
capture
noticed
the
because we
flag,
kind of
domination.
we did our last
TDM.
podcast the same day that the shit came out. If you watch that trailer back, a lot of that gameplay was a nigga going solo kind of wrecking havoc. So if that's like how the game is gonna be mostly, I'm fucking with that. Because if it's more like team based, then it's like I ain't really trying to get involved.
I hate them type of games that like pretty much you're gonna have to be holding nuts with like a partner like the whole time.
Yeah, like you gotta have a healer on your ass.
Yeah, if it's one of those type of experiences,
enemies.
exactly. If it's one of those type of experiences, Concord, I'll probably just play it for a bit and drop it. Like honestly, like because the thing is like we grown now. It's so hard to like even coordinate with your boys, and I'm not really trying to play like with randoms either. You know what I'm saying? So it gotta be Concord. Gotta be a game that you can have fun with it solo. And I'm hoping that it's well balanced in the sense that like obviously there's different character types, like heavier characters and lighter characters. Yeah. If it's like one of those type of situations where like it's extremely hard for one of the quote unquote lighter heroes to kill one of the heavier heroes, I feel like that's also going to be like something that annoys me too. You know, it got to be balanced in the sense that everyone could kill everyone, like solo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that man Kofi was playing the finals.
Yeah, that shit used to piss. Yeah, the finals was, bro. I was shooting the fuck out of a heavy on the finals. I don't know what weapon I was using, but that nigga was not dying, bro. That shit was pissing me off. I dropped that game after that. If it's anything like that, I don't want to play it.
Yeah, the finals. Yeah. I mean, like when you get into gunfights, if another nigga come up, it's over. Like you're not gonna win one gunfight and.
That's what I'm saying. Like I hate that. I hate that.
But that game's not gonna have enough players to support all them game modes.
What, Concord?
Hey man, after give it a few months.
Let's see.
Well, you said that about Helldivers.
I know. We can't even take your word for that. We can't even take his word for that. That's fact.
I was talking about this community. I'm switching my narrative. I was talking about this community, and no one in this community is still playing it. No one in. I don't care about them.
Nah.
I don't care about them. No.
That wasn't your narrative, Tony. Tony, that wasn't your narrative. That was.
I don't care about them 300 concurrent players right now. I'm talking about crumb side niggas. Nobody on there.
Niggas had Final Fantasy Rebirth to play. Fucking Stellar Blade. Like niggas on what's the other shit? Dragon's Dogma. Like niggas playing other shit.
It's gonna depend on the beta, bro. Like I don't know why people are writing the game up. Like I said, I'm not hyped for the game nor or anything. I don't know about it. It's one of those experiences that I think like you just gotta touch to see if you're gonna mesh with it. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people are saying Overwatch, but I see big pause. I see a lot of Destiny in it though, you know? I see a lot of Destiny in it, personally.
You said that last week too. I do see it more. It makes sense too, because it's mad former Destiny developers that's working on this shit.
That's working on it, right? I see a lot of Destiny in it more than Overwatch. So it might be I want to give it a chance. And I think the beta is going to be a make or break moment for it. I think the beta's in July.
Jack, you trying to be my healer, Jack? You trying to be my healer, the big nigga?
No, that's the new narrative, man.
That's what you did in The Last of Us, the only multiplayer game you did at.
Oh man.
Well, I was elite. I was elite.
J-Main, don't say that. J-Main, don't say that. Jack takes it very personal. He said, luckily it got cancelled, but Jack said he not gonna play with me or BG ever in The Last of Us 2 because we said all he does is heal.
I was.
But Jack, you took pride in that, dog. Why would you be mad if people say that?
Hey, man, Kofi, remember? Hey, Kofi, you remember we played?
You're carrying me. You're 100% carrying.
I
suck at the game. See, I suck at the game.
With Tony too, though. Tony was in there.
Don't forget about me.
Yeah, I suck at the game. I fully admit it. Like The Last of Us as a multiplayer experience was something that I was never really into. The only reason I was kind of forced to play it because I was trying to get the platinum in the remastered, which I did. Shout out to Jack and Tony. You know what I mean? I need a couple multiplayer trophies. That's the only reason I hopped on and played it. But I was never really a big fan of The Last of Us multiplayer. You guys already know me. I was always like bigger on the gear side of things when it comes to like third person shit. No, don't disrespect. I was big on gears. I fuck with gears heavy and shit like that. So that was more of my style.
PlayStation game gears.
Soon to be PlayStation game.
Kofi like bouncing around. That's why you like that game. You know what I mean,
I was cooking niggas. I was bouncing. I was cooking niggas in that shit.
Hey yo.
All right. Let's get to this. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get to some of the main topics of the day.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot to talk about, but I do want to start off with this since everyone's here. Lego Horizon Adventures. It's been rumored that there's multiple Horizon games in development. Rumors of a MMO one. There's rumors like of some multiplayer experience one. I feel like a couple of months ago.
Herman House, count your days.
Shout out to Herman House, bro. I gotta ask Jack about that. Well, hold on. Let me just introduce the topic. But Lego Horizon Adventures or Lego Horizon was pretty much rumored to be a thing a couple of months ago, and it's looking like it's going to be revealed at Summer Game Fest tomorrow. All right, so pretty much, I don't know how you guys. Okay, I guess I can ask how y'all feel about this in general before we get into the details, and we'll talk about me and J Main's ongoing bet.
Before we get into you sending me PayPal.
So
this shit,
how do y'all feel about this game existing in the first place?
I don't like it, especially from the rumors that I've been hearing of what the game is supposed to be. At least, I've been hearing that it's supposed to be like a retelling or basically Horizon Forbidden West Lego. So if they're doing that, then I don't see the point of it. And it's just like, why? Like all this extra shit with Horizon when it comes to like the remaster or remake or whatever of the Zero Dawn, and then this Lego thing. Maybe if the Lego game is telling a new story, I might, look at it. But I've never really been big into the Lego games anyway.
Me too.
So I'm not a fan of this idea. Like I understand this is their Assassin's Creed, if you will, where they feel like this is a game that is open world, has that kind of formula that people like with the Assassin's Creed, and they just want to expand it and spread it out everywhere. But I don't think this is the way they should go. Maybe the multiplayer. I'm a fan of the multiplayer shit, but not this. Not this.
Okay.
Is
Jack,
it Forbidden West or Zero Dawn?
I heard Forbidden West. Tom Henderson said Forbidden West.
That might be even worse.
Wait, so they're retelling Forbidden West's story?
Yeah, it would be like something along those lines. Yeah, that's what Tom Henderson was hearing.
The Lego. He's a reliable source.
Jack.
Normally they retell all of it in a more in a more of a condensed kind of way, like with the Star Wars game. They say tell all the whole trilogy in one. So maybe it could be both.
Yeah, I can see that. Jack, you there?
Yeah. I wanted to ask Jack, what do you think about the game existing in the first place? Like, how are you feeling about it?
I'm kind of like Jay, man. I don't necessarily see the point of it. The only Lego game I ever played was Lego City Undercover, and I didn't beat that one, but it was alright. I would be more intrigued by this if it was telling a different story. We've already seen Horizon story up until now. I'm sure it could probably tell it better because they're gonna simplify it. But I really need to see it, bro.
Probably mad gags. Yeah. Isn't the Lego game?
Yeah, it's gonna be like jokey.
Yeah.
I really want to see
Aloy
it
better.
That's what I was gonna say. She's been saying they should have a personality now. That's crazy.
I mean, maybe this is a new wave. Maybe they're gonna start doing PlayStation games as Lego. I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, I remember some years ago they had like a parody video of like The Last of Us and Legos, and I was like, you know what? If that was a game, they might be onto something with that. So maybe this is a new wave. I mean, shit. At this point, bro, I'm just happy they doing something, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you, though.
See, I'm kind of in the same boat with Jack with what he just last said. Like, I'm not really too mad that it exists. Is it something that I'm personally excited for? No. I guess I would have to see it to see if it looks like something I would play. But traditionally, like J-Main, I'm not big into the Lego games. I've played them here and there. I don't even think I've actually finished a Lego game in my life.
I never have.
So I don't know if this one's going to be any different. I don't know what's going to do different. That's going to make me pretty much excited for it. But I'm not mad that it's part of PlayStation's catalog, because I don't want to be like a hypocrite. I'm one of those people that say that like I want to see PlayStation kind of venture out and make different shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it. Hopefully it does have a target audience of people that are down to check it out. I'm sure I'll get the opportunity to check it out myself through PlayStation. So we'll see what it's really about. But
it almost reminds me of Mario, Nintendo doing like the Mario Rabbids and like taking the IP and branching it out to a different style of game. Something like that.
Okay. All right.
I think that
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think the last one I played too, Jack, was Lego City Undercover. I played on the Wii U though. I think it was the last Lego game I beat. Before that, I probably only beat maybe like the first Batman one. I feel like all the Lego games are kind of a bit samey. It's nothing really changes between them. So I'm not looking forward to it. But I don't think it's a bad idea. Maybe get the younger audience involved. But
yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not
mad.
I'm
that Lego City Undercover.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that Lego City Undercover, is that Is that
It
like
was
a
like a
licensed
GTA
game?
one. It was like
It's a GTA. Yeah, it's a GTA. Like I don't know if you
style
remember that.
game.
It was like more GTA, open world
yeah,
GTA
yeah,
style
yeah.
type shit.
Gotcha.
I do
But
remember that.
I think Kofi. I think the Lego Horizon game, although it's not for me, I think it might have blockbuster status still.
Uh-oh. I think it's a major release. Oh,
Okay,
man.
okay.
Oh,
All right,
man.
now we're here. We're here. Let's set it off. We're here.
Oh God.
The reason why-
Y'all pissed me the fuck off.
The reason why I'm live today and we're not doing a pre-recorded show like we usually do, because I do need the audience for this too, right? And I know the audience, a lot of the audience does want to see me lose, but I got to see the tap dancing. I got to see it live, the tap dancing that y'all about to do. Okay, so for the people who don't know, me and J-Main have an ongoing bet. J-Main believes that PlayStation will not release their first-party single-player games, right, on PC day one alongside PC. It won't happen. But the thing is, what's interesting is Lego Horizon Adventures is rumored. It's not even confirmed. So all of this could be bullshit. So I just want to preference that too. What we're talking about is not confirmed, but it's most likely true. But we're going to hear more about it tomorrow. But as it stands, the game is supposed to launch on PlayStation 5 and PC at the same time. It's a day and date game. Okay, so I'm just, I was jokingly posing the question to J-Man just to see how he feels, because I already know J-Man has 100 different stipulations and 100 different definitions.
Jokingly, you tagged me in like 3 Twitter posts, my nigga. Like, I know Jack Move Johnny mentions was on fire. You was tagging that nigga and shit too. Like,
so I'm messing with the guy because I already know what type of time he's gonna be. He's gonna say it doesn't count, but I want to understand why this situation doesn't count. Okay, so the game is rumored to be releasing on PC day one. It's a new IP, single player, but it has some co-op features, right? We don't know if it's confirmed to be
is it a new
live
IP?
service.
Hold on.
Or it's
How
a
would it
new,
be new IP.
It's a spin-off. It's a new IP or existing IP, right? Which we said that's on yeah, that's in play.
Existing IP, yep.
Yeah, it's an existing IP, but it's a spin-off. Okay. So I'm pretty much saying, J-Main, why doesn't this count in your list if it's a single player but it does have co-op? Why does this not count in your day and date, especially if it turns out to be a full price retail $70 game? Why doesn't this not count?
I have a quick question. Is it first party? Who's making it?
You stealing my points, brother. You stealing my points.
Is it first party? This is what's an interesting discussion. I agree. I think Guerrilla Games needs to have some involvement, and I guess that means we have to discuss more about this bet. So are we saying that it has to be strict? How about if Guerrilla Games is co-developing this game, or it has hands on this game? Does that count to you, or that doesn't count?
If they're co-developing, listen, this is your parameters. I'm not gonna argue that. if they're co-developing your parameters, I'm gonna.
No, but what do you think? What do you think?
No, if this is a major game from Guerrilla Games, they're not co-developing it. That's the point blank period. They're doing it by themselves. They have a huge budget. They can do it by themselves. If they co-developing it with another developer and studio, no, that's not a big game to them. Like,
okay,
no.
and you know what's funny that you say that, Tony, that you mentioned that, but at the same time, just a couple of weeks ago, we got PlayStation guys, Jack, arguing their ass off, especially to you. That's why I wanted you on this podcast. How games like Stellar Blade, Rise of the Ronin are first party games. True or false, Jack? Weren't people popping off on you? They say that a lot. Don't they say that? Weren't they popping off on you on that?
They do.
Absolutely.
They're wrong, but they definitely been saying it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so is the goalpost moving now? Like this don't count? Is it like what's happening here? I'm just saying, like, what's happening here? Like, one day that's second party. One day Stellar Blade is second party. It's not really a first party. So which one is it? That's what I want to know.
Stellar Blade is second party. Understand? That's a game that PlayStation, they don't own the studio. I don't even think they own the IP on that. So that might not even. That's like deep second party. They don't even own the IP. So and they're publishing it. So that could even be almost third party. But I think they do have some heavy relations with the publishing and helping them out with developing the games and giving them more money and shit like that in time. But listen, I couldn't believe my eyes when I opened up Twitter and because I saw this, I saw the Lego Horizon game and I said, oh shit, it's coming out PC, PS5 day one. I couldn't believe my eyes when you tagged me in that dirty ass post, thinking that you had a fucking W off of this. I just could let it be known, ladies and gentlemen, that Lego Horizon Adventures is the game that Kofi wants to hang his hat on, as PlayStation has finally arrived at single player day and date games are from their first party studios and shit.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though.
Shameless.
Whether it's shameless or not, it doesn't matter. You said it won't happen. So which one is it?
It's shameless.
You can't cherry pick though. My fact is you can't cherry pick though.
You
can't cherry pick.
I'm just scratching the surface. I just want you to know this is the game that you want to be your savior.
Sounds like you're avoidance. You're being avoidant and you're cherry picking. That's what it sounds like.
I'm not.
Just because it's a game that you seem is not worthy. So this is what I'm hanging on.
Hell no, PlayStation, and that's my next point. I don't even think PlayStation sees this game as worthy. They already came out and said none of the games that they're releasing from now until the beginning of 2025, they consider to be major releases.
You can't use that point yet because we don't know the date of this game. We can't use it. We don't know.
I put another 100 that is coming out before March 2025.
Ooh.
I'll put another 100 right now.
Ooh. Oh shit! Hold on, what's going on? Oh.
So you're saying it's coming out before March 2025?
Absolutely. Because if they had this game and they consider this to be a huge game coming out, why not say that they have huge games coming out? Like they basically said all the tentpole shit is coming out later on. They not talking about like other shit. Like they don't even consider Astro Bot as a tentpole game, because that's what they said. Anything that's
it's
coming
not full
out
retail price either.
It's not
as well, right? Isn't it not? Isn't it confirmed now?
It's rumored to be like 60, maybe 50.
$10 cheaper, right? Which
Yes. So that's another thing. And I also need to clarify what your definition of major is.
What's your definition? I need to know your definition, Jamie, because you're the one who's hanging up your head. Don't act like I'm the one who has a crazy definition of major. You're the one who said
No.
You're the one on this same podcast that said Ghost of Tsushima was not a major game. That's a fact.
Listen,
Jack, true or false? That's why you hear. That's why you hear, Jack. True or false? Did he not say Ghost of Tsushima was not a major game? Did he not say that?
What I said don't matter though, because
I feel like he did say that.
I did say that.
You did say that.
But I said that from. Listen, it don't even matter what I
exactly. It sounds stupid. It sounds stupid.
No, it don't. But the bet we made was off of your parameters. I said I will go off of what you feel like is going to be the next day and date game that you feel like is like, all right, PlayStation is shifted over into releasing their single player games, and you said the single player games that are made by the big studios, PlayStation games going day and date. That's what you said. Okay. So what are we considering? Is this you considering Lego Horizon as the big game from Gorilla? That's going to be day and date. That's the big game.
Okay, see that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to judge this based off his cost. That's why I made it simple, right? That's why I made it simple.
And that's new because you didn't mention cost last time.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying like no because we're always arguing what's major and what's not major. Because I say you believe games like Armored Core, dumb shits are not major releases. You don't think
I didn't say that.
What? So I'm confused by your definition of major. So what do you consider a major release, J-Main, then? Once again.
I think we agreed. I always said my major release shit was twofold. So I think we agree from development time to like how they're promoting the game, how they advertise it and shit like that. That's how I feel like you can gauge what a game is major to a studio and a company. Like for you feel like Sackboy's Big Adventure is a major game for PlayStation. The hell no, that ain't no fucking major game for PlayStation. You feel like Miles Morales wasn't, and I'm like, they promoted Miles Morales way more than they promoted the game. So like Sackboy's Big Adventure.
You think Miles Morales is considered a major release?
I absolutely believe that's considered a major release for PlayStation.
I think of it as expansion. It's just a standalone expansion. So
that's true. I think both of those things are true because they like what the promote like because I think you would kind of agree like. How you felt about Ghost of Tsushima? They were promoting and talking about that game as the next big release. Right.
That's why I said it's a major release.
How do you feel that same way about Sackboy Big Adventure? Like that was.
Well, I never agreed. I asked you a question. Was that a full retail price game or was it not? I said if it's not, then I don't count it.
I believe it was. I believe it was.
I don't think that's what we had to double check our sources with that one. I thought that was shit was
all right.
Like
so
Ratchet and Clank.
And then I conceded if you feel like the $70 price tag shit is the major release, I'll give you that. I think
so we came to a conclusion, right? So we came to a conclusion with this Lego Horizon Adventures. Let's just set it thing. If the game doesn't cost $70, J-Main is safe. If the game releases before March 2025, J-Main, I'll give it to J-Main because PlayStation came out and said that we have nothing. PlayStation's J-Main is safe. Okay, so I'll give you that. March 2025. If it releases before then, you're safe. All right. If the game's a live service game, J-Main, you're safe. I'll give you that. Live service, you're safe. Okay. Is that
Okay.
what we agreed on?
We also agreed that Guerrilla's involvement
has to be some sort of more involvement.
Because you said that it has to be a big PlayStation studio
agree.
involved in the game and shit like that.
I agree.
And that's again, people. That's his parameters. So again, I don't feel like.
Okay, so that's why we have an audience, Jack. Okay,
Yeah.
so with what we just said, would you consider Lego Horizon to be in fair game when it comes to our bet? Like your honest take and why that it's
I feel like both of y'all got valid arguments to why y'all feel the way y'all do. But I would say, as far as the argument goes, I would have to lean more towards what Kofi is saying, just because you got to ask yourself, when has Horizon not been a big deal to play? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and if you view Miles Morales as a big deal for you know what I mean, that's a standalone little side game. This is a standalone little side game too. So it's like, what's really the difference? You know what I'm saying?
The difference, I think, is that it's a Lego game. That's what
I mean.
I think these Lego games as these big games.
And this brings us to another great discussion, because we can even bounce off this to like the whole talk of Astro Bot and its price, right? Yeah. And people saying it doesn't deserve to be full retail price, which I don't totally agree with. When you say something's like, how do you judge that? Is it by art style, the graphics? Like, how do you judge what's like a major game or a full retail price game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all judge?
How do we judge it, or how do they judge it?
I'm asking how you judge it. I don't really care about what people. I want to know what the panel, how y'all judge that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like, so for me, looking at a game, like how I judge what should be a full retail game versus what I'm willing to pay for something is different. So how I judge something being a full retail game is I'm looking at it on how I feel like they're implementing or how much they're putting in the budget into that style of game. So if it is a 2D or a 3D platformer, like what Nintendo is doing with the Mario games, like there's a certain type of polish to that type of game. There's a certain amount of attention to detail within that. There's a certain amount of level of creativity. There's a certain amount of level of just the different like modes and type of gameplay elements that they're implementing into something like that. It's not just a basic, you go from point A to point B, and it's like a little bit of minions that you're killing in between. Like they have different power-ups and abilities and shit like that you get along the way. You unlocking things. It's like that. I think you can kind of like gauge it based off of how much effort you feel like they're putting into it. So something like Astro Bot, I'm willing to pay $70 for something like that, but I don't think it's a smart idea for them to market something like that for $70. I don't think people are going to look at that and feel like that's worth it.
How would you guys classify Hi-Fi Rush?
I mean,
that's a budget game to me.
Yeah, that was a budget game. Yeah,
budget game.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jack, how do you feel about the Astro Bot situation that we're just mentioning? Like, you think the price? The
problem with Astro Bot to me. The problem with Astro Bot to me is a problem they're going to face, I think, is the fact that you got to remember it's already been 3 Astro Bot games. 2 of them were console pack-ins, and 1 was a VR title. The 2 console pack-ins were free at launch, right? So you gave away 2 free games, and you gave away, it wasn't a full price game. It might have been full price considered for VR, but it was like a $40 or $50 game. So you've never asked of your consumers to purchase a full price Astro Bot game. I'm not questioning the quality of the game. If people gonna like it, I think it's gonna be a good game. But at the same time, it's kind of hard for me. All right, I got these games for free. I got this little $40, $50 game. Now you want me to drop 70? It's like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think you gotta gradually work your way up to some shit like that. So I don't think that's a good move, bro.
I agree with that.
You know what it is? I think that just, the Xbox community, the PlayStation community have pretty much been trained to think games that look like this are not worth full retail price. You know what I mean? That's why I think you go to the other side of things. You go look at Nintendo, right? I think their audience is more trained to accept these types of games that look like this at full retail price, because no one bats an eye when we see a $70 Mario game. I made the question on Twitter, and somebody says the game.
Oh, Nintendo side, you talking about?
Yeah, on Nintendo side, yeah. I apologize.
Yeah,
on Nintendo side, no one questions that, right? I made a post on Twitter to get how people are feeling, just getting a little temperature check about if the game turns out to be $70 and why they feel like it wouldn't be worth it. And so a lot of people were bringing up game budget. You know, I saw a guy bring up game budget, saying that the game has to be like cost like $100 million to make before it's worth thing. But then once again, you go look at Nintendo's games. Like I don't think none of them games probably cost $100 million to make. You know, outside of maybe like Breath of the Wild or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Outside of one of those type of games, I really doubt like Mario Tennis Aces, Mario Party, Paper Mario costs $100 million to make. But when you're paying for those games, those are full retail price. Granted that Nintendo hasn't fully jumped into the new pricing model yet, which they're probably saving for the Switch 2, because I think most of their games are still like $69 or $59.99. But that's their full price retail game. You know what I mean? So it's definitely interesting that people like base pricing off like art direction, and I don't know if I fully agree with that. I fully agree with that.
You got to kind of put the blame on PlayStation a little bit for that too, because they hyperly focused in on the hyper realistic games, and there was no like back in the PS2 era there was like Jack and Dexter and Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper. You had all of those going, but once we got to like PS3 and PS4, like we still had Ratchet, but outside of that, they were locked in on pushing the envelope.
PS3 they still did. They had the Gravity Rushes and. They still had some Sly games.
They did it more than now. I would say
they had Last Guardian. They had a few. They had a few still.
Brother, those games did not come out on no PS3. What you talking about?
Last Guardian was PS4 though. See that little PS4. So,
yeah, PS4. Right.
They still had some here and there.
But nobody
bought
those games.
Now they got nothing. Now they got nothing.
Now they all
nowadays. Yeah, nowadays they don't.
Nobody
really
bought the Gravity Rushes in the fucking Last Guardians, and that's my point.
They tried to hold on to Sackboy, but that shit trash. So
yeah,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's definitely
already
interesting.
conditioned people.
I feel like for like me and you already had like the discussion. Like for us, like I don't think we mind paying $70 as long as it's something that we're truly interested in. That's kind of like how I feel about something. I don't need something to have like hyper super duper visuals for me to be like, oh, this game's worth $70. I think it has to just look interesting enough for me to pay $70. But it definitely,
and another
like
thing too with Team Asobi, I just think they deserve it, because I feel like they've been doing a great job with the Astro game. Like, I'm not talking about me personally, because I've played the VR game, I've played all the demos and shit like that, and then the tech demo on PS5. That Astro Bot VR game is special. So like for them to come out, like whatever they want to charge, I'm paying it. But I know other people not in that.
They are gonna look at it and not look.
Yeah, they've only probably played the PS5 tech demo. That was it.
Also, to your Nintendo point, Kofi, I feel like a lot of the Nintendo guys do have a PlayStation. They're not getting a third party anywhere else. So you don't think the Nintendo mans would be paying full price for this?
PlayStation or PC? No, but the Nintendo niggas love Astro Bot. Like they like,
that's what I'm saying.
This is what we want PlayStation
see them
to
paying
make
that price though. They can make up for it.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. There's a lot of people do have like they might have a PlayStation and a Switch. You know what I'm saying? They have both. I really do hope the game does well, because I do want to see PlayStation once again. That's why I wasn't mad about like the whole Lego Horizon Adventures existing, because I do think PlayStation could use a different palette of games. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice seeing shit like this. So I do want to support it. I will be picking up a copy of this too, probably a physical copy for the collection and stuff like that. So because I do want to support this. I want more games like this. But
nigga, reset the clock. Reset the clock, nigga. Day and date ain't happening yet. Understand? Reset the clock.
Damn, I feel like this is the experiment. I feel like this is the experiment game.
We gotta wait till tomorrow, really.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I feel like this is the experiment game. They didn't want to upset no one, so they tested
the waters for a day. Shit since 2020, dog.
Nah, they want a day and date single player game. They want a day and date single player game. Test the water, man.
That's your whole premise, Kofi. That's your whole premise.
No,
you've been seeing the change in PlayStation since they put Horizon on the PC.
Have you been seeing the change? How about you? What have you been seeing? What have you been seeing?
No, because my stance has been the same from the beginning.
They've been releasing more and more. Now we're all of a sudden, Jack, we're getting Until Dawn day and date. Now we're getting Lego Horizon day and date. So what's happening?
Okay, I got a question for you. Kofi. Do you agree with PlayStation's definition of major / tentpole games? Do you agree? Because they came out with a whole like spreadsheet and had like
recently,
what they described. Yes.
Recently,
do you agree
they came
with
out.
that?
They said tentpole games as just like a God of War. They believe like a God of War, Spider-Man is a tentpole game, right?
It's more than that. It's more than that. Because They said that the tentpole games are existing hit franchises / new IP with high ambition from studios with proven track records of quality and success. So
That sounds like the Lego game to me.
What? What?
I mean, Lego is an established Lego.
Can we talk about Lego real quick? I went back and did the research, nigga.
Let's see your research. Let's see your research. Let's see your research, brother.
Only one Lego game has topped the top 10 in NPDs of top 10 games of sold in the U.S. in the past 5 years. That ain't no motherfucker.
They haven't released any in the past 5 years.
They don't make them anymore.
In the past 5 years.
They don't even make them.
They don't make them anymore.
They don't make them anymore.
They making the Pharrell movie and shit.
Come on, no.
Wait. But when's the last Lego game?
Star Wars.
Yeah, when's the last
Lego game was Lego 2K Drive. Yeah, exactly.
What was that?
No. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
The licensed games?
Yeah, we're not doing that. Yes.
Okay, licensed games. The last one was that Star Wars shit. That Star
Wars. Did that get top 10? Was that top 10?
That was the one that was top 10.
Okay.
What was the last one before that? And what was the one before that?
Marvel Superheroes, I think. Marvel Superheroes 2.
When did that release? I don't remember.
That was like 20. Oh, I got the list right here. Marvel Superheroes was 2017. Lego The Incredibles
that's over 5 years ago.
Lego The Incredibles was 2018. Lego DC
Yo, they don't make them
2018.
games like they used to. Yo, before they used to pump that shit. They don't make them shits like that. That's
Lego
a fact,
Movie
Jamie. They don't make
2,
them shits like that.
the video game 2019. Lego and then Lego Skywalker Saga 2022. And then Lego Fortnite was 2023, but that's free to play. So they be making these games, but they don't be selling like for them to be considered I don't know. These tentpole franchises are tentpole
From what
games.
I remember, them licensed games used to do at least the licensed ones based off like the Star Wars joints, the Batman joints. I remember. I thought those games used to sell
What the Star Wars? You said it was top 10. Where did it land on the top 10?
It was top 5 in 2022.
Jamie, that's kind of major to me, bro. I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. That sounds kind of major to me.
No. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like the Star Wars IP is major. It ain't the Lego games that's major.
You saying the Horizon IP no major?
Is the Horizon IP major, Jamie?
The Horizon?
Man, he thinking now. Come on, Jamie. Come on, bro.
It's not Star Wars.
That boy thinking now.
Star Wars.
He thinking now.
It's not.
Wait.
Major IP though. Come on now.
It is, but it's not. It's not one of they like. They're not looking at that as the next like iteration or the next installment.
Nigga, they got 10 games coming out, bro. It looks like
Come on, brother. That's not that. Oh man. So if PlayStation No, if PlayStation was to come out with a showcase and they was like, all right, the next major game from Guerrilla Games is Lego fucking Horizon. How would y'all feel?
Same way we do now.
Crickets, nigga, I can't hear you. How would y'all feel?
I'd be like, I'm not into Lego. I'm not into Lego like that. So I'd be like, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I bet.
They got a show coming out. All kinds.
Yeah,
I don't know, J-Man. Lego's a big franchise, man. Doing a spin-off for Horizon seems like a pretty major to me. That's why I wanted to make shit simple. You know what I mean? If this shit turned out to be like a $30, $40 game, J-Man, I'll let you have it. I'll say, fuck it, don't count. But if they brave enough to say, yo, this shit cost $70, J-Man, I think we need to talk about it. I think it's worth the discussion.
I think
that's worth the discussion. I think it's worth the discussion if it's a full price retail game.
Your parameters you set, I'll definitely give that to you. I'll definitely give that to you. Because you know my parameters, I ain't letting shit like this slide, nigga. Hell no.
Lego Star Wars alone sold 50 million, says Drew Tube. J-Man, you cooked.
God damn.
Cooked. Lego Batman did 12 million. If he's right about this, if someone could source this and he's right about this, he'll cap it. And he not capping,
Lego
then
Star
J-Man,
Wars did 50
you have
million.
You have no legs to stand on. Let's Google that.
Hold up.
Maybe the whole franchise?
Nah,
that's crazy. That sounds even too good to be true.
Joints.
Maybe
I
it's all
remember
together.
it did sell crazy. I remember
I think all of them together probably have sold it.
Maybe all of them together, right?
All of them together. Yeah, it's not just
one.
one.
There's like 4 of them. But there's like 4 of them, I think, to be honest.
No, it's more.
Wait, if there's only 4 of them, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty fucking good.
That's like 25 million. Fucking. Oh no, he said 50.
You said 50.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's like
that's like around like 10, right? If there's 4
they got
almost 15, about 12 million.
2005, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, 2006, Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, 2007, Then you got Lego Star Wars Clone Wars 2011. Then you got Lego Star Wars. So it's like 5, I think.
Yo,
No,
okay.
it's 6. It's
As
6
of
games.
June,
No,
as
let-
of June
yeah,
20,
you
as
said-
of June, right? 20. It sold 5 million copies. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. J-Man, I would
As
say
of
that's
June
pretty
what?
decent.
They said all the Lego
June.
games are over 100 million sold. Holy.
As of June 2022, the latest one, the Skywalker Saga, sold 5
And
million
it came out in
That one
April.
did
So that was
one
in
did big.
2 months. That was in 2 months then.
That one was pretty good. That one was pretty good.
So J-Man,
Graphics in that was
it
crazy, I
might
remember.
not
That-
be
that new
something
Star
our
Wars
cup
one, it
of
was-
tea.
the graphics
Listen,
were
listen,
crazy.
listen. It might not be our cup of tea that I'm gonna run around and say, oh, this is the next major game I'm looking forward to. But it's major. If it's selling this much, it's major to somebody. Some people are buying this shit. So I don't know if Horizon
'cause you only
has that
giving
kind
me
of
one
pull.
example.
If Horizon
only
has
give me
that
one
kind of
example.
pull as well, then I don't know. This might be a my count. That's what I'm saying. Look, it's hard to really go in on this bet, J-Man, because we're still lacking some information, right? We got people running around saying it's going to be a live service game, which I don't think so, just because it does say
Nah, it's
gonna
gonna be
have
co-op.
it's going to have in-app purchases, but that could mean that the upgrade to the deluxe, that could mean skins.
Skins.
There's
Yeah,
there's a
it's
whole
gonna be
bunch
stuff
of
like that.
single player games that have in-app purchases. So that doesn't really tell me the game's going to be a live service game. You know what I'm saying? So I think we got to kind of wait and see to see how this fully pans out when it's unveiled tomorrow to stand on something. But as of right now, I don't know, man. It seems like for me, it hits the
Seems
check
like you got
marks.
an L coming.
It seems like it hits the
Yeah,
check
look
mark.
at
so-
look at this check mark Lego fucking
seems like-
Horizon.
Just
You should be
'cause you mad
ashamed
at
of
it.
your fucking self.
Aw,
You should be
man.
ashamed of yourself that you want to hang your hat on this type of game.
Dang, man,
That
man. If
disgusts
it
me.
falls into the
You know-
category, it falls in,
'cause-
brother.
It don't. This ain't no fucking tentpole game. It don't fall into the category.
So how about if it go on to sell? How about if it go on to sell 5 million? How about it go on to sell 5
What's some
million?
sales predictions? Let me get some
How
sales
about
predictions.
how about if it go on to sell
On
5
Lego
million? What would you say?
Horizon?
Yeah, what would you say
Yeah.
if it go on to sell like
Let's
5
see.
million copies?
They be iffy with the numbers. Let's say this.
I mean, kind of.
They
Jamie,
do. Sometimes they don't report the numbers. Let's say NPD. We could go NPD, right? Sales charts.
okay,
Those
I'm just saying.
always
Let's see
come
if
out.
it. Oh yeah. So how about if it go on to sell like some copies like that, like 5 million? We find out it sold like 5 million copies. What would you say then?
The Lego this year.
Yeah.
Or
I don't-
overall? This year.
Let's just. I don't know.
That's
Let's
pretty.
give
that's
a
fucking
timer.
good. That's good. That's pretty
Let's get-
fucking good. If it
I
don't
like
get
in a
my-
year
I
time.
don't think 5 million in a year is too far off. I think with PC, I think it could maybe it could get there.
Yeah,
It depends how it looks. To be honest, it really depends how it looks.
Yo, did you see how the Star Wars game looked crazy? Visually,
does?
it was
I
impressive.
haven't seen it. I haven't
Take a
seen
quick
it.
look. Take a quick look. Yes, sir. It was impressive. I was
let
like, damn, they got ray tracing in the start. It was all kind of shit.
That's what I'm saying, it really depends.
That Skywalker saga that did that 5 million in like a couple months. That was on 7 fucking platforms. This is only gonna be on 2. Y'all sure? Y'all sure you don't want to bank on 5 million in a year?
Let me see. Let me
Yeah,
see.
y'all asking Sony mans to buy games too, y'all. Hey,
They ain't got nothing else to buy right now.
Games with that.
Hey,
we
man.
might have to reel that one in, baby. I don't know.
Low key, Tony. What Tony said is facts. You know, it might be so quiet for them that people might just run out and cop it just because type shit, yo.
Chill, niggas gonna be on that Concord. You bugging? Come on, Astro Bot, baby.
All right, so you know what? I wanna take to the chat. All right, so let's just say this, chat. If it turns out to be primarily a single player game with some co-op, that's what it is. If it turns out to be $70, single player, obviously day and date with PC, do you think it's within the parameters of this bet that like it should be allowed? 1 for yes, 2 for no, please. I want to hear what you guys think. This is why I went live. I want to see what the chat thinks.
Nigga,
I don't know.
I agree with that.
I wanna
Especially
see what the chat thinks.
if Gorilla's involved with this. Do y'all think Gorilla's gonna be involved?
I
with
think
this?
so. I think so.
Hardly.
I don't think it's gonna be
Maybe
complete. I don't-
code.
I think it's gonna be a
Maybe
co-developed
like
game.
one. I think it'll be a 1/3, 1/4 situation. I don't think they're gonna have. a big
I think it's gonna be a co-developed situation. I think it's gonna be one of
Yeah.
those type of shits.
You think it's
Gorilla got it.
50-50 development now?
I don't know.
want
I don't know about all
Gorilla.
of that. I don't know about all of that.
Shit
But I know they're gonna
aside,
be
I
involved.
don't want Gorilla nowhere near this fucking game. Like,
But it's a big. It's a big.
I just
studio,
want them
so-
near game development at all. They need to be doing something, bro. Like,
nah. Well, they sound like Gorilla got a lot of shit to do with all this Horizon shit that they're supposed to be making.
true.
Like, they need to be working on that multiplayer game. I don't know, that MMO I think is gonna be somebody else, and Yeah, Horizon 3. Fuck out of here.
But I do think it's a good idea that PlayStation is starting to even if they're licensing some of their IP to like third party developers to work on some games. I think that's a good idea in general. I think they should do more of that in the future.
Well, that's what in that PlayStation meeting, that's the type of stuff Herman Hulse was talking about.
That's smart.
Like he kind of did the structured portfolio where the top was the tentpole games, and then the transformational games were to be like the live service games with ongoing content, and then the experimental games is like unlocking new audience and target new genres with their IP. So yeah,
Okay.
I definitely think they're gonna
You know
try
what,
to do it more.
J-Main? Let's put a little bit of a pause of this until tomorrow. We'll continue this discussion at
Yeah, I'll be live for the Summer Games Fest. So if you want to hop in, I'll be live streaming that shit.
Okay.
Oh, can we talk
right.
about Jeff Keighley and the Summer Games Fest real quick?
You want to talk about the budget?
Let's talk about it.
No, that's definitely, I do want to touch on that, Tony, but pause. What the fuck? Now, Jeff Keighley came out and said that the Summer Games Fest is largely going to be focused on already announced games. And he basically said he's not like super hyped for this one. And if he had to put it on the scale, it's an 8 out of 10. I think he's telling the truth, but he's still lying. Like for him to say,
I think he got
like,
some
it's
surprises.
not as hyped.
He got some surprises.
But most of them Summer Games Fest should be ass. So like for him to like not be as excited, it means it's gonna be super ass. I think I don't think it's gonna be good at all. Cause he's like, it's no like big crazy surprises coming up and shit like that. So I don't know. It's supposed to be 2 hours long.
So he usually oversells
sneakers and them suits.
Yeah.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm worried too now because like he usually oversell and under deliver. So is he trying to do some reverse psychology, or he's telling the truth, or he telling the truth and we really fucked up? Like, I don't know, man. God,
but I was a little bit shocked because, like you said, he's always like overselling it. Like, oh my god, I can't wait for you guys to see these trailers.
Yeah. So why is he underselling
for him? Yeah, like why is he? Usually he don't be trying to like disrespect the developers and the people that putting on like trailers for him and shit like that. Even though if I was getting that type of bag, did y'all see the numbers he getting per trailer and shit like that? Yeah, if I was getting that,
he rich as shit.
Like $250,000 a trailer, right?
Yeah, I was
question
too.
I had a question for Jack.
Nigga, what?
Jack, what do you think about PlayStation not paying for the Twitter support after increasing the prices, but paying $400,000 to show Lego Horizon?
Exactly.
See,
that's the price of doing business, man. They need that. They need to pay that API.
PlayStation fans be thinking like that. Where y'all brains be at when you thinking of shit like that?
We paying for plus, man.
You need to put that shit in a state of play. Fuck that nigga.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I do have a super chat that I didn't read. This one's from Jazzy Jefferson. He says, "Shout out to everybody on the panel. If Astro Bot is $70, my pre-order won't flinch. Astro's Playroom is the best PS5 game." I think he meant to say
Jazzy Jefferson, number one Nintendo fan, also the number one PlayStation hater. I told you they be loving them.
Oh, y'all heard that bet I made with Jazzy on Weapon Wheel? He about to owe me some money, bro.
Wow.
We got to bet. He said that Helldivers 2 will not be nominated at the Game Awards for Game of the Year.
Nah, I think it will. I think it will.
$100 bet. $100 bet.
What?
Okay, hold on.
It really depends what came out this year. What came out this year for real?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. If nothing really came out this year for real, it's 100% gonna be there. 100%.
Rebirth is
bro. That shit sold like 12 million in like 2 months, bro.
All right, so what? Okay, yo, we're in June right now. What's locked in 100% for Game of the Year? We know Final Fantasy Rebirth is locked in.
Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma is most likely. Stellar Blade, I don't see it. I don't think
so. It's Helldivers 2, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So it was a kind of a cultural phenomenon, at least for the internet, when that game dropped.
And it still kind of is. It's still in the zeitgeist of gamers right now. People still talking about it. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if we could fill, I would agree with Jazzy if we could fill the gaps with like other games. But what else came out outside of those?
You need 6 nominees. We need 6.
Y'all
struggling to name. Y'all struggling to name.
I have 2 for sure. That's what I'm saying. I have 2 for sure.
Right now, Jack Helldivers 2 is in there.
You think Astro Playroom, the Astro game?
I think that's a possibility. If it's a high score, it's a possibility.
That's gonna probably be like best family.
Nigga saying Metaphor and Persona 3. Come on, bro.
Persona 3. Listen,
Persona 3 reloaded.
I love Persona
Get the
3.
fuck out of here.
I love Persona 3. And it's gonna sound a little hypocritical because I was all for Resident Evil 4 being nominated. But Persona 3, even though it did get a visual overhaul, I still feel like it's not comparable to what Resident Evil 4
Persona
did.
5 didn't even get nominated, and that shit was fire, bro.
I don't know. I
Like,
think
what we
it's gonna be in
doing?
the RP. If anything, it's gonna be in the
Persona
RPG
5
category.
Did get nominated.
Did it? I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it did.
That
It
was,
did get nominated for Game of the
2017.
Year. It did. Not Royal, but the
Persona
original.
5 got nominated. Real
Yeah, the
shit. I
original
don't
did.
remember that.
It did.
But without this year is kind of it's crazy because it's shit that I want to play, but it ain't shit that's like, oh yeah, this is Game of the Year material. So
Okay.
like
a
Black
Dragon
Myth Wukong,
Infinite. I don't.
I want to play that shit, but I
Bro, I haven't
don't
heard
think
nobody
it's gonna
talk
be
about
Game
this
of the
game,
Year
bro.
material.
A man said,
So,
like a
you know,
dragon,
Black Myth-
like a dragon, infinite wealth. I don't know.
Y'all got a lot of
It-
weebs in the
it-
chat. They not nominating all these JRPGs, man.
Yeah, the
They
funny
already
thing
got
is,
Final Fantasy up there. They like.
the funny
they ain't
thing
gonna
is,
do
it's
too
gonna
much.
be there, Jack, at the Game Awards. But I think it's gonna be in the other categories. We're talking about Game of the Year, though, right?
Yeah.
As of right now, I would say Helldivers is in there until something comes out that until the list
Pushes
gets
it
a
out.
little bit more crazy.
The
and
only,
pushes it
bro,
out, I'm saying it's there
I got
right
I got Final Fantasy Rebirth, Helldivers 2, and other than that, bro, you either got to go Dragon's Dogma, which is another JRPG, or Stellar Blade. I think them the where you got to go with the shit as far as games that release this year.
now. I feel like Stellar Blade not gonna make it. Not for Game of the Year. I
That's
think
what
it's
I'm
gonna be
saying.
action.
And you
I
know
think
they
it's gonna be
always-
the action category.
They always want to do an Xbox nominee. They always like to get a Nintendo nominee in there. Like,
I don't think
know, man.
Hellblade gets in there too. I don't think Hellblade gets.
I don't
in
think
there.
they
What
get
about
nominated either.
Indiana Jones.
Maybe.
See,
I mean,
yeah,
we
there's
got
still
some-
games coming out, so Jazzy might be
That's
lucky.
it. That's every game that's coming out.
Because
yeah.
Indiana Jones might hit. Like I know people. Like,
Avowed.
I know
Ain't Avowed coming out this
Nah,
year?
nah,
I
nah.
mean,
Avowed is not.
Right.
I have a feeling that game not going to hit. I think that game's
You
going
don't think
brick.
it's gonna come out this year?
I'm calling
Well,
it
if
now.
you-
Avowed's going brick. It's going brick.
That's facts. That's
Oh, you
facts.
think
I'm
she
calling
gonna
it
trade?
now.
Okay.
Like Nev said, Kofi's Game of the Year, Rise of the Ronin. They might.
I don't think so either.
That shit, nah, that ain't made.
I
That
don't
ain't
think
making.
so.
That ain't making.
I don't think
Kofi's
so.
No
Game of the Year
motion.
is crazy.
Y'all gotta stop saying. Y'all gotta stop that shit too. Yeah, y'all always
That
take
shit game of the
something.
year, Kofi.
Y'all always gotta take some shit and take it to that. Nobody said that game was Game of the Year. Where'd y'all even get that from, bro? Like y'all are weirdos, bro.
You did say it was
Nobody
like
said-
86 on Metacritic.
What did you title your review? A real Rise of the Ronin review or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, that's a fact. It's a fact. It's a
yeah,
fact, though.
that's your Game of the Year, nigga. Everybody
Nigga,
was
I never
shitting
said it
on
was Game of the
You
Year,
came-
bro.
You came and put the cape on for this shit. Everybody was shitting on you. Put the
Yo,
cape
bro,
on.
you guys are
I mean,
nasty.
turn on-
Y'all
He said it's
Y'all-
misunderstood.
so y'all are so nasty because y'all don't even listen, bro. Y'all just run with some
Misunderstood.
fake ass and everything. Nobody called Rise of the Ronin Game of the Year. I enjoyed the fuck out of Rise of the Ronin. Don't get it twisted. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Even Jack, when I gave you my prediction of the Metacritic score, I say is it a 90? I told you it was like 85 or something modest. I
Yeah,
said
you
man,
got
like
still
80.
too high.
Even Kofi looking compromised.
Oh my god, here we go. Here we
man.
See
go.
the
I like the
vibes
narrative.
on
Continue.
Kofi. Yeah.
I like
Where
the
they yellow
narrative.
chair? Where they yellow chair at,
Continue.
Kofi? Where they yellow chair at, brother?
Continue. I like
Let's
it. I
pull the
like it. I like
layers
it.
back.
They can't
Yeah,
give a
smooth,
brother
smooth. Drop that
nothing.
diss
They
track,
can't give a
brother.
brother nothing, bro. Holy. They can't give a brother nothing. Oh man.
Niggas
right.
want to see you criticize fucking Astro Bot. That's the only way.
I literally made a negative review on The Last of Us remaster, bro. I told it didn't exist. No, everyone
that
seems to
that
ignore
don't
that
count.
one. Everyone
That
seems
don't
to ignore
count.
that one. They
That
don't
game
count. Why don't that
$10.
count?
Is that-
Why don't?
Yo,
why did
it was
count?
$10. It wasn't a blockbuster. It wasn't a blockbuster.
Oh my god, bro! Y'all, I hate
It was,
y'all, bro.
yeah,
I hate
it wasn't a
y'all.
blockbuster.
I legit
Yeah,
made
you know
a
what I mean? It wasn't
video
nobody looking
that
forward to
got
that.
like 20K views of me pretty much saying this game doesn't need to.
Well, I know they was
exist.
on your ass in that comment section, boy.
legit.
Was they?
So-
They was on your ass?
Yeah, they was on my ass on that. But a lot of people agreed with me saying that it didn't need to exist. A lot of people agreed with me. I said it should be free. Okay, so
Don't tell BG that. He's still playing that.
I don't know
Bro,
why the fuck you playing
I'm
that shit.
so sick
I
of
did
this
see that
motherfucker
shit.
playing that, bro.
I think I did see that.
Off, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
He gassing it
I
too
ain't
much.
I ain't gonna cap. When that shit come to PC, if these PC nerds could like mod that mode and put some multiplayer in that shit, might
Is that
fuck
even
with
possible? Is that even possible?
You know these nerds might figure something out. They gonna give Abby a BBL, so might as well throw some.
Yeah, I might have to
multiplayer
get that
in shit.
motherfucker in. Shit. What'd you say?
Oh yeah, Abby getting some double D titties. Like they gonna go crazy with Abby on that sex scene.
Yeah. All right. so I
All
read
the
super
sweet
chat.
baby ink out of here.
Yes, sir. Okay, so moving on, I guess let's tackle some of these other topics that's out. Okay, there's rumors and reports from Tom Warren that Microsoft is looking to bring Halo to PlayStation. And I do want to talk about that right now. Internally, I think it's called Project Latitude. I think they have a code name, and that's pretty much the code name that Microsoft has internally when it comes to porting games over to competing platforms. So Halo apparently is getting another remaster, which I'm kind of scratching my head. If it's another remaster, why not just make a proper remake? But who knows what it really is at this point. And it's apparently in consideration to release on PlayStation. And I'm seeing a lot of mixed views on it. And I'm on the side of, I think it's a great idea if the game comes to PlayStation. How do you guys feel?
Yeah. I think in terms of like, if we don't want to see the fucking franchise die out and give it more players and stuff like that, it's definitely a good idea to bring it to PlayStation. The idea of another remaster, I wouldn't care for that. Like,
how about if it's a remake?
If it's a remake,
like a ground up remake of the first one.
Yeah,
how about that?
If it's I would be cool with that.
I'm cool with that too.
A remaster, like they did the anniversary edition and shit like that. I know it's been a while since they did that, but it's still like, why not? If you're gonna do that again, just bring the whole Master Chief Collection to PlayStation and call it a day. But if it's like, from the ground up, maybe even add some new elements of gameplay into it, then that'll be pretty cool. To start fresh with bringing the franchise to PlayStation and getting people ingratiated with it. But I fully expect this. Like, I'm not surprised by this in the least, hearing this rumor. And I feel like it went away a little bit after Microsoft did the first 4 games where people was talking about.
Uncle Phil told me it was only them 4.
It went away after that, but then now, like, this is resurfacing again. They talking about it's like 6 games in that Project Latitude that you mentioned, Kofi, and niggas, the Xbox on Twitter is going through
it's
it.
over,
One nigga
bro.
said, "Why would you give it?"
Over.
He said, "Why would you give him Halo, dickheads?" Like,
that was gas. That was gas.
That's his name, Gas. He's like, "Why?" And then what's the other post up? He was like, "If Halo go to PlayStation, I'm out."
But why did you know what's interesting, that some people are claiming to draw the line at Halo, but I feel like there was reports. I don't know if you guys remember this, reports a couple of months ago that internally Microsoft don't consider Halo to be a flagship title anymore. Do you guys remember seeing some shit like that? That
Damn,
Microsoft,
y'all
remember that? I'm
Damn.
not fucking tripping. There was reports of them saying that they don't consider even Halo a flagship title anymore, and I can understand. They own Call of Duty now. They literally own IP that are bigger than Halo and perform better than Halo to this day. So the thing is, Halo, if we're just being honest, as someone who grew up playing Halo, loved the franchise, it's been in a decline. I think we all can agree that the franchise has been in a decline critically and sales-wise and player base-wise. It's been in a decline, right? I feel like if Halo actually, if they make they make a Halo Combat Evolved remake, multiplayer, and they're launching it on PlayStation, I feel like just that move kind of breathes life into the franchise more than it can do if it released on like Xbox by itself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just the conversation around it and just being so odd would actually do the franchise some more favors. But I guess people's argument is, it would be good for the franchise, but bad for Xbox. But my counter argument to that is Xbox is already cooked. It's already over. So why not? So how you feel about this, Jack?
You know what this remind me of? This remind me when I was a little kid, 12, 13 years old I was, bro. And I'm looking at Monday Nitro, getting ready to watch it because I know Monday Night Raw coming on right behind there. And I see fucking Shane McMahon walk out on WCW Monday Nitro. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? They like, yeah, we bought WCW. Like, this is a desperation move. It reeks of nothing but desperation. They trying to stay in business the worst way possible. And this is nasty work, bro. This is nasty work. You might as well, like, bro, Xbox is dead, bro. It is it's dead, bro.
And as a game, my optimism is it's over for that. It's a wrap for it.
You know what I'm saying? But as a business move, it's a great move because it is gonna do numbers on PlayStation. Me personally, I don't like Halo. If I like Halo, I'll buy a fucking Xbox. I don't fuck with Halo. It's gonna do numbers though. My thing is this. It's just as a person that's a fan of gaming, bro, this is not a positive thing. It's gonna benefit you if you're on PlayStation, you want to play it, but at the end of the day, this shit is gonna all lead back to something we do not want, bro. The all this when niggas be talking about monopoly and shit.
Jack, we're already
bro.
there. Why don't you understand about that? We're already kind of there,
it's
though.
It's not
why is Halo
the thing, though, bro.
Why is Halo the one that breaks the camel's back? Like, why is Halo that game that comes over now? It's over. We're already here. They already started porting games over.
No, I understand what you're saying, though, but you got to remember, Halo, Gears of Forza, them the three, whether Microsoft want to admit it or not, Halo, Gears of Forza, when them games leave that platform and go to Nintendo and PlayStation, they might as well stop making they're gonna have to stop making consoles and just become full third party. It's over with for them, bro. Nobody will never buy another Xbox console as long as they live. It will be literally no reason. It's already no reason to own the Xbox. They just giving you more reason.
I was about to say they already people are not buying.
They just giving you more reason not to own an Xbox.
Take this in. They have a console right now that introduces you into the next gen ecosystem, right? J-Man, we were talking about this a couple of podcasts ago. We've seen that console drop on sale to as low as under like fucking $199, like literally like $150, $140
like $150
for this console. Jack,
that's crazy.
If people do not want to buy an Xbox to jump into next generation, quote unquote, with a Series S for $150, what does that say? What does that really honestly say?
It's over, but we can't act like it's not self-inflicted though. They did that to themselves.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think they know it's over. I personally see where my stance is. I think they know, it's a wrap. When it comes to this
I agree.
Why not save the IP? Why release it and for it not to like
do
much or die early? Like look at Gears 5 now. Like that shit's dead. It's a wasteland. Bring that on PlayStation and make some get people in the lobbies.
Let me ask y'all a question then. So y'all would be perfectly fine with Xbox coming out and saying there's no more Xbox consoles. We are a full third-party publisher and developer. Y'all cool with that?
Hell no.
I'm not cool with it. But if it happens, then what is it? No. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm not cool with it because it leaves PlayStation to be the sole, I guess, like, console home console box
for high fidelity gaming.
For high fidelity. Yeah, and I don't want that. I mean, maybe they felt like we see how they moving already with they ain't showing us the future of the platform, and we don't know what's coming next, and they telling us in the beginning of the year they ain't got shit major for us for the whole year. Niggas just gotta sit here and be okay with that. Like, imagine how they gonna move when they getting all the Xbox games and all the third party. Like, it's gonna be nasty out there. It really is.
J-Man,
so I'm not happy.
If the console is selling less, I was circling back to this point. If the console's already selling less than the Xbox One, which everyone deemed to be a failure, which the Xbox Series consoles is already tracking behind that. What?
You know what I'd rather
how's
them
PlayStation
do
already not?
than this?
PlayStation is already has captured the market. It's over. Like, what else can we do at this point?
Before Xbox go third party, which, like you said, they're already there. But shit, I'd rather them revert all of this shit before.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They could do that. Exactly.
Go all the way back on everything.
Yo,
give
that would be a
reason
nightmare.
to buy the box.
That would be a total nightmare if they're like, yo, Game Pass, we're done with
Game
Game
Pass.
Pass. It's their last hope. Nah, I don't know.
Business wise and like PR wise, it is a nightmare. But the gaming wise, them going third party is going to be a nightmare for us.
Can you imagine if they reverse Game Pass? They're like, yo, they ain't not happening, guys, anymore.
Bro, imagine they come out there and say, you want to play the next Halo, you want to play the next Gears of Forza. Guess what? It's only available in one place. The Xbox console. It ain't even gonna launch on PC. It's gonna be on Xbox console for the first 6 months to a year, however long. It might not never come to PC. If you want this shit, buy an Xbox, bro. Matter of fact, Game Pass, fuck Game Pass. You have to buy our game. PlayStation do it, niggas fall in line. Nintendo do it, niggas fall in line. Steam do it, niggas fall in line. Xbox the only one that's bending the knee and bitching out. They gave up.
You really think that would save it? Like at this point, this late in the
game,
they
ain't got no choice.
Yo, we're reverting to everything is exclusive again, yo. Like
it's either that or go full third party. They either
if the games start hitting now that they own all of this shit, then I think it's gonna be a PR nightmare in the beginning. But niggas gonna go where the games is at, man. Point blank, period. Like,
if you want to play it, you gonna go.
Is looking fire. Niggas ain't gonna be like, nah, I ain't fucking with that shit. Like, if
they
know it's only gonna be there, we gonna go pick that shit up. Like, all right, I gotta go get an Xbox now.
Interesting. I don't know if it'll work out just that simple. I think, or they would have done that already. I don't know if
they already got this, but they got they already got the safety parachute. If it don't, try that for a year or two. If that don't work, just go full third party like you were gonna do anyway. It ain't like they can't revert the shit. Like they go back on what they say all the time.
I see what you're saying, but I don't know because I think the
They
problem
probably
will come in.
shit
No,
like that,
yeah, because the
but-
problem will come is like they're probably hella scared and worried that this $100 million game or this $150 million game that we just spent, we just launch it exclusively on this box and nobody seems to still care. Or I think that's what they'll probably be scared of. It doesn't drive up the sales. Then now
they went out of their
it's
way
just
to.
looking
They
bad.
went out
It's
of.
just looking bad everywhere. You know
They
what I'm
went
saying?
out of their way to fuck themselves over, bro. They literally told, like we was talking about condition. They literally conditioned their users. You never have to buy another game that
That's
we
the
make
problem.
ever again.
That's the problem. I feel
yeah,
like that's
it's
the biggest
stupid.
problem.
It was fucking stupid.
That Game Pass shit,
I
low
seen
key has
people
done
on
more
Twitter
harm than
today,
anything.
like with Octopath Traveler coming like to all platforms. It's like, oh, it's on Game Pass, but look over on PlayStation, they got to pay for it. Like,
yeah, that's the
fucking
fact.
retarded.
I think the hardcore Xbox
Fucking
fan,
dumb.
the hardcore Xbox fan, Game Pass has ruined them, right? Because now they're just is it launching in Game Pass? Is it launching in Game Pass? Which is essentially killing day one sales of these games, right? Which I feel like it's forcing Microsoft, like, yo, maybe we got to put the shit on PlayStation. Maybe we gotta
On
put
top of
this
that,
on
Kofi.
Nintendo.
On top of them conditioning to you where you never have to buy our games and we make them, they also condition people to not actually pay for Game Pass. Like, bro, listen to what I'm telling y'all. They condition people, we're gonna get this to you for free. If you put on recurrent billing, we give you another month, another 3 months, you get it for $1. Nigga, buy some cookies, we give you another 3. Bro, you literally told people you was gonna get them everything you ever come out with going forward for practically free. And now you upset you ain't making no fucking revenue. It's stupid, bro.
I ain't paid for
It's
Game
stupid.
Pass yet, brother. I
That's
switched
what-
my
me
search
neither.
engine to Bing. I got like
Bro.
20,000 points. I could get 3 months of Game Pass.
Yeah, I
right
don't
now,
know.
bro.
I
Bro,
don't know.
Microsoft send me Game Pass anytime I request it, bro. And if they don't, the Bing shit, or you can get it on sale, they come back to us. Here's a free month. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with them, bro?
I honestly think Game Pass, at the end of the day, I think we've seen it do more harm than good. Personally, it's good for consumer pockets because whatever you say money,
sure.
but I think it's doing more harm
absolutely.
to Microsoft in the long run, right? I think it's
So
doing more harm
what
to
was
Microsoft.
what was the end game then? Like they had to see that.
Well,
Like,
the end game
gamers
is
and see like, oh shit.
No, J-Man, we know the end game. The end game is they were thinking that they were gonna get 100 million users by 2030. I think that something crazy like that. They're targeting 100 million users. I'm assuming if the subscriber level is that high, like they have that much subscribers, they're gonna be making a boatload of money. But the problem is like, yo, bro, everyone who already wants Game Pass has it. Our subscribers are not going.
Bro.
So I think
Yeah,
that's
and
the
that's
issue
how
that
they
they're
look-
running. I think that's the issue that they're running into. That like, yo, bro, we jumped headfirst into this Game Pass shit. We're expecting to have 100 million subscribers by this year, bro. We're nowhere close to that.
Kofi.
I think that's a big issue.
Them niggas cooked the books, combined it with Xbox Gold, and the numbers still didn't go up significantly. And then they lost more revenue because they combined the shit. Like, bro, they
You know who
bro.
else?
I don't know.
They underestimated the PC community too. Like I know PC gamers have been fucking with it, but there is a subset of them that will not fuck with that Windows Store.
Exactly,
Buy that shit on
which is
Steam.
tough. Which
Yep.
is tough. Do you think if
So
Microsoft
they-
integrates Game Pass with Steam, you think
With Steam, that
you
would
think
help a lot.
I think that helps a lot.
That would help a lot.
Whether
absolutely.
PC gamers want to admit it or not, they fanboys too. To what's
Steam.
it called? These
Absolutely.
they're fanboys too. Let's just call it what it is.
Hell yeah.
They're fanboys too. We prefer Steam. It is what it is, right? That's why they pretty much a game will launch on the Epic Game Store. They will pretend that game doesn't fucking exist. When the game's launched back on Steam, then oh my god, it's coming out. Like it's coming out for the very first time on PC.
Yeah,
That's how they act. That's how they legit
That
act.
just got announced.
That's how they legit act, yo. So let's just keep it 1,000. Steam pretty much got the monopoly on this PC shit. Like if it's not on Steam, your shit's flopping, bro. Like let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. So maybe Microsoft could find a way to integrate it. I think they did. I think EA did that in a sense. I think the EA found a way to integrate it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
EA shit to Steam.
Yeah, I feel like they did that shit. I feel like they did.
I know they brought their games to Steam. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna Google
Yeah.
it. But if they integrate Game Pass into Steam, it probably might see higher success somehow. But they probably have to.
But the
cut
thing
out
with
some
that
sort of
too
a
is
check.
they're about to say they got
Yeah, they
to
cut
cut 30%.
out of a check.
So
They have to cut
they're
out
gonna
of a
be
check,
losing
yeah.
money, but man, hey,
They're in a
it is.
situation like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like at this point in time, your boy used to be a little bit more optimistic about that shit when it comes to Xbox, but honestly, I think the writing's on the wall. I think at this point, if you're still thinking they're gonna make it like some big return in the console space, personally, I think you're delusional. I don't think any game's gonna solve it at this point. We're gonna see the ultimate test for Game Pass at least when Call of Duty drops in Game Pass to see if that's gonna drive up the subscriber number. But I think most of the subscriber growth will probably be even on PC. It won't even be on console.
On consoles.
That's what I think. I think the subscriber growth for Game Pass on Call of Duty it will probably be on PC more than anything. You know what I'm saying? But as for that, I think the writing's on the wall, and I think they know that they have to go this route. So I think they're trying to ease people in. We already seen this before. When they start off with a couple of games, more is gonna follow. And Halo, I don't think at this point in time, I just want these IPs to have legs. I want these communities still to be big, right? So if the consoles cook, at least let the IPs flourish. That's how I kind of feel today. So if it is what it is, if the game comes to PlayStation, it's probably better for the franchise anyways. But there's a whole bunch of rumors. I think they said like some Ages of Empire games are coming to PlayStation as well. Do you have the list?
Ew.
You gonna get,
Can I give us a man? Where the fuck Ori at, man? Give me Ori 1 and 2, bro. Niggas talking about Halo and I even take Gears.
I think they said Hellblade is in consideration. I think they said Starfield's in consideration.
All right, I'll take that.
And I kind of want to talk. I want to talk about Hellblade for a second. Yo, do you think Hellblade did what it was supposed to do? I want to ask you that.
Fuck no.
You seen them completion percentage numbers?
Ain't nobody playing. Ain't nobody buying.
Almost 90% of people that played it didn't beat it.
That's insane. That's absolutely.
You know what? Because a lot
most people been out for a few weeks now, and it's 5 hours long. And they ain't
most people that's playing it probably never played the first one. They just playing it off, hearsay, or they probably fucking fanboys. They booted it up, but they didn't never give a fuck about Hellblade. They ain't care about the first one.
If that's the case, like I know they gotta be looking at their books, and they be like, "Yo, we're so fucking done, bro." They gotta be looking at the books and we so cooked. We cooked.
They bleed money, bro.
I know they're looking at the books saying that we cooked. I think that's why all these conversations are happening. I think that's why Microsoft is stepping in a little bit more.
You talking about like the higher ups, like
the higher ups? Yeah, they're trying to get their money back because they just spent $70 billion. It's the reason why these things are happening. It's rumored that Doom, the new Doom game that Bethesda's working on, is going to be a multi-platform release. You would think
they make so many games I don't care about, bro. That's crazy.
You would think they'll keep that exclusive though? Doom is a big game though. It's a big franchise, especially the reboots. You know.
Nah, hell no. I don't think nothing is off the table from being multiplayer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, not now. Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? That's why my whole point in this conversation is like, why is Halo the game that you got to keep? You know what I mean? Like, why is?
Well, you know why though? But Kofi, you still know why? That's their baby, bro.
Yeah,
that's a.
Is it really their baby?
Die Hard.
Is it really their baby right now? Though, if you
Halo,
really
I mean. Not to us. We know what's going on, but
performance-wise these days, is it really their baby though?
Nah,
that's the last bastion of hope though. Like Xbox fans is holding out the last sliver of hope. They like, okay, Halo, Gears, Forza. That's literally if those games go to PlayStation, Nintendo, they know it's officially over with. They know they can drop the flag.
I'll pose this: if they haven't left right now, they're not leaving. That's how I feel. If they haven't left right now,
they need.
Microsoft has showed everything why they should leave already. If they're still there, they're not leaving because Halo's over there. You know what I'm saying? They have already showed everything. You know what? The narrative is just gonna change. It's gonna be like, oh, at least we have Game Pass. Well, you paid for it. We get it for free. That's what's gonna happen with those fanboys. They're not leaving nowhere.
But I think once they start putting the Halos, the Gears, and the Forza and all that on other platforms, they might not have to leave. I think Xbox is gonna leave. Like they're not gonna keep spending fucking $300-400 million on R&D. They making new controllers every couple of months. That's R&D development cost too, bro.
What, you're hearing the rumors? No, but yo, are you hearing the rumors about the next Xbox? The next Xbox might be a SKU where Asus, EVGA, them other companies can make Xboxes.
Oh, like a Steam box,
You understand? That's what the rumor is right now. That Microsoft might be even just be like, yo, we'll probably make one, right? But we're allowing other third-party manufacturers to make Xboxes as well. That's the rumor right now. That's the big rumor. So they're pretty much out.
I don't think those companies are gonna waste their money making it either. Like they see what's going on Xbox. Like why the fuck they not gonna make them shits?
Nah, but
you remember Steam box?
That's why Phil Spencer and them folks are coming out as like, yo, we're thinking about putting other game stores on this shit. We all read the story.
Yeah,
They're thinking about
Steam
putting.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting it on Steam.
Epic Games.
They said Epic specifically. They didn't say Steam, but they said
Right,
Epic.
This is
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah. Hold up, let me take a phone call. J-Man, take over.
But that was kind of like what I saw somebody say, like if Halo's going to PlayStation, then they better have that Steam coming to Xbox announcement up next. Like, that shit is not it for real.
Man, I just don't see how this is a good thing, bro. I know, the Kofi neutral gamer them type niggas love it, but bro, this shit is, bro. You think gaming news dry now and boring and ain't no competition and just the conversations online ain't even fun no more. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this shit about to get 10 times worse, bro. Like, what?
I'm trying to find that list of what they were saying was in that of Xbox games coming to PlayStation, but it was kind of like, I know it was the Halo shit. Oh, there was there's also rumors about like that Gears collection being a thing, and that's supposed to be coming to PlayStation as well.
I might fuck with the Gears. I don't know. That's that game. I might fuck with that.
I actually never I beat the first Gear. I never beat Gears 2 or 3. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I only played the first one. Yup.
Yeah, I was going to play 2 and 3 on backwards compatibility, but I'm like, after they did that remaster of the first one, I was like, I kind of want them to finish that and remaster it or whatever, so it looked better and crisper.
Them game's not even on PC either.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I never got to play them.
That might be a
Where
good
we
thing.
at?
But yeah, like I was saying, Kofi a bitch ass nigga, bro. Like,
Oh man!
Oh shit! Hey, Kofi, what's good, brother? What's good, brother? My bad, dog. No, somebody hacked my shit just in. What the fuck?
Man, that wasn't you, Holy.
Nah, that wasn't me. What the fuck? You heard this shit too, right? Fuck wrong with your headphones? That's crazy.
All right.
So that bitch ass nigga just scored and blocked me. What the fuck?
Really? When did that happen?
He's such a bitch ass nigga, bro.
I didn't even know he blocked me. I don't know. I have no idea.
You're probably talking spicy, yo.
Jizz called him.
Yeah, he blocked my ass. I seen somebody tag his tweet out. I tried to read it. Blocked.
He blocked me because of Kofi. Y'all remember that shit?
Really? What happened?
Wait,
bro.
Why are you blaming me for this?
This back when Sea of Thieves was coming out, right?
Oh, he blocked me too because of that. I think he unblocked me.
Okay, when you put out that video of that gift of you sleeping playing Sea of Thieves, I liked the only thing I did was like the tweet, bro.
Oh,
the man blocked me, bro. I never
Bro, he had me blocked too. But he unblocked me for some reason. I didn't request to be unblocked. He just unblocked me for some.
Bro, I never talked to the dude. He blocked me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, the funny thing, the tweet that I made about Sea of Thieves all them years ago were like, it wasn't even about him, but I think he just got triggered seeing people hate on the game or say something bad about the game, so he blocked me or some shit.
Yeah, he was.
Bro, that shit right not to like the game. Why he getting butthurt over this shit? That's crazy.
I don't think I've ever blocked somebody over like a take on a video game.
A gaming opinion.
Yeah, that's weird behavior, bro.
Not even like going back and forth with them. That's a different, like, say you're going back and forth with somebody and you're, like, there's name calling or like, not in that sense, but like I just read something and it made me so upset down, like, yo, let me block this guy over a game and take. I've never done that before.
I could disagree with you not liking the game that I like or whatever, but I don't care enough to block you. Like, it's weird, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It ain't that deep, bro.
Yeah. All right, so just to wrap up this Halo shit, rumors it's coming to PlayStation, and I believe it. Some people are saying that like it ain't gonna happen, but I think we're there. That's where I personally think. I think we're there already. I think it's here. Just to bounce off that, the Xbox Game Showcase is on Sunday, I believe.
Yes, sir.
I don't really see much hype for it, which is pretty surprising. I feel like
it's
around
not.
this time, you see a lot of hype for it.
No, I'm saying it's not surprising. They're a third-party developer. Who gives a fuck?
yeah. It doesn't. I don't really see. I feel like there used to be a lot more hype. I don't know if it's just that your boy's older or it's just this current situation in gaming right now that it seems like people are not as hyped. But I feel like there was a lot more like hype around this time of the year. But I don't feel it. I don't see it.
I'm excited.
I'm
just
ready
from
to
the simple
watch
fact
it.
of seeing like new games and shit like that, and more info on games they already have. I don't think the third party shit, like, for me, has got me any less excited for an Xbox conference because it really don't matter to me.
It doesn't really matter.
It's just, I don't know. They would I don't know what I'm like looking forward to, like, with Xbox. It's like it's kind of like I want to see more of what they already announced. I don't know if I'm really looking forward too much of anything new. Like, cause out of the studios that they bought, that's not a Call of Duty. I really don't play fucking Activision games, Activision Blizzard and shit like that. So if they show me something new and exciting, that would be dope. Bethesda, I'm really looking forward to a new Doom game, but I've been looking forward to that for years. Outside of that, I really don't play like the Fallouts and I still gotta get back to Starfield. I haven't played Elder Scrolls and shit like that in a while. But like Indiana Jones, I want to see more of that. Yeah. Fable, I want to see more of that. Like I want them. What's that game? Midnight something.
South of Midnight.
South of Midnight. Yeah,
I want to see whatever that is.
That. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, that looked like it's gonna be a cool game. Like it's a cool concept and shit like that. So it's more of like updates on previous existing games. So I'm hoping to be surprised by anything extra or new. But supposed to be like 2 hours. They said, I think 2 hours, 30 games. Bro. And there's a Call of Duty reveal too.
So if they count the Call of Duty shit with the 2.5 hours, or is it 2.5 hours then an hour long Call of Duty shit?
I think it's with the Call of Duty is 2 hours.
All right.
Because I think the Starfield shit was last year and that was included. And I think total that was like 2 hours. Because the main showcase was like an hour and some change, and then the Starfield shit was like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. Okay, so what would make me happy, honestly? I'm actually going into the showcase only really looking for one game. All right. It's time for Gears of War to come back. You guys sure. You guys already know I'm a big fan of Gears in general, so it's time for it to come back in a big fashion. Hopefully they do have a collection. Hopefully they do reveal both. I want a collection of the trilogy on PC, and I want Gears 6. So hopefully Gears has a big show out this E3. I think it's been really quiet for the coalition, so they got to be working on something. As for Microsoft, like, you just never really know, right? Like, I really know what they got up their sleeve that they got coming. So I guess my expectations are tempered. But I'm gonna be seated. I'm gonna be seated when the showcase happens, and I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. I'm expecting to see a lot of PlayStation reveals too. I'm expecting to see multi-platform reveals.
Oh,
it's
like
rumored,
like them
Doom, like
say it
Doom.
like it's gonna be coming out.
You know. That's curious. How do you think when the game's like a multi-platform? Do you think they will mention it on their stage, or you think it's gonna be one of those things that PlayStation tweets it later on their page?
I would say maybe tweet it later.
I think so too. It's probably that.
But I think the verbiage on the stage or like on the trailer, like, you know how they'd be like Xbox Game Pass exclusive or some shit like that. Like they might say something at the beginning that might lean you towards thinking that, okay, this might be a multi-plat. Like something like play on Game Pass or something like that. If it says that, like you could play it on Game Pass and it might be a multi-plat. Versus like only on
I think
Xbox.
all that shit gonna be multi-plats eventually, bro.
Yeah, I think the Bethesda and the main Bethesda games and Activision games, I think low key at this point, I think they're gonna release on PlayStation. That's how I'm
yeah. It's literally no reason to keep anything exclusive anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, you've already shown a willingness to put it everywhere. What's the point?
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. At this point, I think everything's on the table.
Yep.
It's rumored that they're gonna unveil a handheld. How do you guys feel about that? They're gonna tease a handheld.
They don't support their console. Why the fuck would they like?
Well, we're obviously assuming it's gonna.
More.
Well, we're obviously assuming, Jack, that it's gonna play the current library of games. You know, something that like we be asked from PlayStation to do. Apparently, Xbox is gonna do it. How do you feel about that?
I think they're ill-equipped to support that, man. I mean, I guess that's what they want to do. I don't think that's a good idea for them specifically, but
why when you say support with what though? Games? Because the game is technically there. That's what I'm trying to say.
They just haven't shown a propensity to actually care about hardware. So I don't think.
Oh, I see. I see.
Making additional hardware. What is that gonna benefit them? Like,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like the big craze right now. That's like the big rumor.
A craze of handhelds. Yeah. Would it be like
Damien, would you
weaker than the Series S? Hell no.
Why is it a hell no? Why is it a hell no? Why is it a hell no? Why is it a hell no?
Because all of their games are on PC, so I might as well if I'm going to get a handheld, it's gonna be one of the PC joints.
Steam Deck, ROG Ally.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. Like, but I don't want them to make it at all because shit, I already don't like the Series S being involved. Now you're gonna throw in a fucking handheld too that these developers got to worry about.
Is this remote play? Is this remote play native? What we doing?
Right.
It's most like
xCloud.
If it's streaming, cool, because they ain't got to worry about optimizing and shit like that.
Powered by xCloud. That what we doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
if it's that, cool. But I don't want them in introducing nothing that's gonna have these developers having to worry about downscaling games and getting it to optimize on this and shit like that. Nah, Series S is bad enough. I'm the Series S biggest hater. I hate that shit.
Well, we got a quick guest in here. You know what I mean? He knows all about Xbox. You know what I mean? Gaming Addict. What's up?
Mr.
What's going on? Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, just making sure.
We're talking about the Xbox showcase. I was saying earlier about the hype levels don't seem so crazy. How you feeling that? Maybe it's just my timeline and my circle. How do you feel where the hype levels are for the Xbox showcase?
I mean, the hype levels definitely aren't where they used to be. You could just
I feel that.
look at like past prediction shows that ILP's done in this prediction show. You know, this prediction show is like at like 13, 14,000. Like we used to hit like 18 to 20,000 last prediction shows. So, you know, Xbox in general, you know, I was told that like the click-through ratio and like the amount of traffic that Xbox content in general is getting is like a fraction of what it used to be. So I mean, there's a lot, first off, it's just a lot of stuff that this has never happened in the industry, and I think people just have more questions than anything. It's like, well, what are you doing? And I feel like Microsoft is doing like a really bad job at you know telling people what they're doing. It's like,
Is that why who's BG man? That's all of a sudden a PlayStation guy on the timeline now.
You talking about Tim Dog?
Y'all know who?
Tim Dog?
Is it Tim Dog? Is it Tim
Yeah,
Dog
Tim
that's
Dog,
playing
Tim Dog.
PlayStation?
He was the last one that
man.
converted.
That's
He
a
been
big
going
one.
crazy. He been going crazy with
That switch up
PlayStation.
is
Hey,
crazy.
Tim Dog, the
Nah,
homie, man. That's the homie,
nah,
man. That's the homie.
That's the homie, Jack. That was the homie.
Yeah, me and Tim Dog plugged in now, man.
Shout out
Part of the
shout out to
Staples.
Yeah, that's my
Tim
boy.
Dog.
That's my boy.
But
Yeah.
Gaming Dog, since you're here, I want to get your take. Okay, as you see it as of right now, if there's any sort of recovery when it comes to Xbox and home consoles? Do you think there's any sort of recovery? I think it's over for that. Like it for good over. What do you think?
no, they can definitely come back. Here's the thing: we can say what we want, we can talk shit we want. We've seen it over and over again. You deliver good games, people will shut the fuck up sooner or later. You know, they never got to that point. I don't. Here's the thing: they could do it, but I don't think Microsoft's going to allow them to do it.
So you think they're at the point where like the higher ups are stepping in to make some sort of decisions that like, yo, now we let you guys rock for too long. We're bleeding money. We just spent $70 billion type shit.
No, the thing is, they're not bleeding money. They're making more money than they're making on the Windows. They're just about the same. What it is Microsoft's looking at the returns and say, okay, you know, this isn't no side project no more. You guys are bringing in money. What can we do to make more money off of this division?
Well, the last financial reporting, you're saying that, but it's not like the only thing that was up was because they integrated Activision into the numbers. But they were saying the consoles hardware were down. They were saying a lot of shit was down.
Well, the whole industry right now.
Okay.
I mean, regardless, here's the thing. They're down from what numbers? Numbers that happened during the pandemic. like that's my biggest issue is I feel like the industry as a whole saw that money during the pandemic. And we, as consumers, like, yo, you ain't getting that ever again. Like, we were trapped in our houses. We couldn't go nowhere. We had money because of like stimulus packages going on in America, but we had nothing to do with it, or unless you like put it in bills. Obviously, a lot of people did that, but it's just like people value entertainment, so they put a lot of money into TV, into gaming consoles, and now these companies are out of that. Those numbers are going down. And what are they doing to maintain those numbers? They're laying massive amounts of people off because they'd rather lay off 20,000 people than tell their shareholders they're down 20%.
Okay. So you think pretty much it's just shit's balancing itself out because of the pandemic. That's why everything's down.
No, I think when it comes to this, I do think that they're coming in there and they're trying to make as much money as possible, and that's fine because I don't think no one really has an issue with Microsoft trying to make money. But it's just like, to me, they're ruining the brand. Once a Halo game hits that PlayStation, and then people like argue with me, say, well, you're just speaking it from a hardcore perspective. You're not like talking about it from like the everyday person. Everyday person going in a GameStop and seeing Halo in a blue case is going to assume the next Halo is coming to a blue case. It doesn't matter if it's a remake of a remaster. They're going to look at that and say, okay, Halo Combat Evolve is on PlayStation now. So why shouldn't the next one be on? Because logically, that's what you would think if you went in there and you didn't actually pay attention to the industry.
Yeah. I think we're at the point where PlayStation is just Apple. That's what I feel. I think PlayStation's on some Apple shit. That like it's just the default console. I really think PlayStation is at the point where the default console.
In that case, wouldn't that be Nintendo that's Apple?
But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like that's the default. I feel like PlayStation is the default console. You know what I mean? It's just widely accepted as a default console.
But yeah, they're definitely accepted more in other industries, in other regions for sure. That's one of the biggest issues Microsoft has is, first off, people don't like Microsoft as a company, so it's obviously going to leak down to their other industries, no matter what they do. And at the end of the day, they're not providing anything special in the industry, and they're making it less and less where they're not going to be able to provide anything special. Like, if you think about it, like Doom, rumored to be a multi-plat, they're getting conflicting reports on that now. Apparently, there might be a chance that it comes later. It's not coming day and date. I don't know how that's going, but
okay.
So
I see. Guess we'll find out.
You look
Sunday,
at
then.
Yeah. So you look at like situations like this. Like, imagine if Doom, Indiana Jones, Hellblade 2, what else? Avowed. I don't think Horizon's coming out this year. I think that's next year. But all these games coming out this year, like, is any one of those games going to push Xbox, like the console, far? No. But I do think all those games together could have sold a couple million consoles this year. But the mixed messaging, the shitty messaging, not even mixed messaging, the lacking console exclusives, obviously, they'll scream from the top of their lungs not to buy an Xbox with commercials like with Starfield saying you don't even need a console to play Starfield. You could play that shit on your smart TV. I understand that's for another service they had, but you can easily promote one service without shitting on the other. That's just my opinion in the matter. So when you do shit like that, I think her name's Amy something. What? She comes out there like speaking negative about the console. See, what the fuck did you expect? First off, Kofi, how many people last gen during the Xbox One generation that are on PC have Xboxes? BG had one. There's mad people I know that had PCs that have Xboxes. None of them people have an Xbox now because they took away the value of a PC gamer because they let them bitches have the game day one. So they probably and remember, Jack, I was screaming from the rooftops back then. Oh no, that's destroying the the value of the console when it comes to a PC gamer. And people said, "Oh, you was one of them, Kofi." You told me.
He still is.
Look at him.
But the funny thing is, I have an Xbox Series X. So now what? I have an Xbox Series X. It collect dust, but I have one.
About one person.
Dust, but I have one. But I have one. So
Nah, you was getting a little Xbox stimulus. Nah, he was getting an Xbox stimulus package for a little minute. So the console.
I have Xbox.
At the end of the day, you got all these people that did have Xboxes in the last gen, don't have one now, and now you're telling the PlayStation people and the Switch people, you're being very decryptic with the messaging, and there's a reason for that because they don't want to straight out tell you what's coming, what's not coming. They're like, okay,
they know
PlayStation, Switch people, you might get our next shit, you might not get our next shit, and they're just leaving it as a question mark.
Yeah. We already know more games is coming. I think it's just common sense, and I think it's just where we're at, yo. As for this showcase, man, I guess we're all going into it just to see what Microsoft got at this point. Like, to be honest, I don't have no take. I have no take on the showcase. I just hope it's good.
I'm excited because they're going to show games that I've been anticipating. And at the end of the day, that's what this should be about, is games, not the hardware. But it's annoying because I've been covering Xbox and they're finally at a position where I truly felt like they could compete. And then they threw in the towel right before they went down the slide. Like, like it's like they jumped off the tower. They didn't walk down the
question
stairs.
before we move on. I'm gonna ask you one question. Jack feels like it will be beneficial if they just revert everything and make true exclusives again. How do you think that's will be beneficial? Do you think that would do you think that would be a move that would work if they just said, fuck it, we're reverting everything, Game Pass, no Game Pass, but we're just making just everything, all them games that we have, but we're gonna just make them true exclusives and shit. You have to buy Xbox.
Yes, it would drastically improve their situation.
And
I was actually
so if that's the case, then why don't they? If that's the case, if it's that simple, my question is, why don't they do it then?
They'd take a hit initially, though. That's the thing. They're gonna take the hit initially, but
the thing is
I don't think they want to take that hit. That's what it is.
That's what
so much money at this point.
That's why they won't do it. That's why they want it.
Yeah, that's
returns on returns.
It's not even just that. I do believe that Microsoft in general is going towards a subscription service space, so it would make sense that they're pushing them as well. Like, even though the Xbox, the company might feel we got enough exclusives to run a traditional console, Microsoft's like, nah, fam, we're doing this. It doesn't matter anymore. And I do think Game Pass is the center of most of Xbox's issues.
I guess I'm glad we agree. I'm glad we agree. Yeah, I think that shit fucked up. I think that messed up y'all community. I think y'all player base is fucked now. Y'all trained guys not to buy no games, and I think that's ultimately.
I don't like that. I don't think that's necessarily true. That trained the people that would take risks not to take risks. The people that generally like those games, they're still investing. If you generally like the game that's not in Game Pass, you're just not going to not buy it because it may or may not get in the Game Pass. If you was anticipating, you're still going to buy that game. But the people, they got nothing to do, or they got games they're playing right now, and they look at a game and they're like, you know what, that might come to Game Pass. I'm not confident because I don't know that game. I'm not taking the risk. I don't think those people are no longer taking risks.
I don't know. All I know is when this shit hit in Game Pass, shit. Some of them joints that I would have bought, I didn't buy. You know what I mean? I tried it over there. So,
obviously, if it's coming there day one, I mean, that's 100%. I'm talking about when a third-party game drops or like an indie game drops that I think it's hurt the indie market on Xbox more than anything.
Yeah, I think. Oh, you think it's hurt indies?
I think it's hurting their sales, but I do think they're the cost of these indie games are nowhere near what it is a AAA. So I think Microsoft can easily fund what that game could have potentially made on Xbox a lot easier than GTA 6.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, but we want to wrap that shit up, yo. I want to do one more topic before we get out of here. It's reported that The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered has been ready for 7 months. For PC. Tony and Jack, I want to hear from you guys. I don't care what anyone else think. I want to hear from you guys. How y'all feel about this? The two number one PlayStation PC haters.
I think they waiting for the show to come out on HBO.
You think it's a show?
Yeah, I think they're waiting on the show to come out on HBO.
I think that makes the most sense. But I feel like it's kind of all I have to say about this, if the port is ass, I'm gonna have an issue. If it's been ready for that long and the port's still ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it should have no excuses.
It should have no excuses.
Should be the most polished port ever.
The Last of Us 2?
Flawless. Yeah.
You talking about The Last of Us 2 port?
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Go ahead, wait for Pedro Pascal to get on that big screen, brother. You ain't getting that shit no time soon.
Can we quickly talk about how things have changed so much in the community? How once upon a time that people used to like clown on timed exclusive, but now timed exclusives is like
that's all they got. That's all they got now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Jack, I know
you like
remember.
Tyrese. That's all I got.
I know you remember. Like, the funny thing is we got a lot of people popping off, right? Pretty much saying, we're playing the inferior version first, and pretty much hanging up their hat on that. Like, don't they see that they sound kind of crazy, even if the games don't ever release day and date? Like, at this point, is like PlayStation in the position that like, all their games are pretty much just timed exclusives.
Time exclusives.
There's not even a single like real exclusive. All the games are just timed exclusives.
Yikes!
And back in the day,
when you at war, you gotta fight with what weapons you got. That's what that's how they looking at it. Like this, PlayStation stripped these weapons.
It's just,
I gotta make
interesting. It's just interesting, like just looking back because shit has changed so much, it's like we look about like just go back to last generation, like how like the conversations that's being had.
Ooh.
Shit has changed a lot, bro. Shit has changed a lot.
My fault. I've been watching NBA.
You're watching the game.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we about to wrap it up, man. We've been here for 2 hours. We're not doing we ain't doing a live podcast anytime soon. I guess maybe if there's like a special occasion where we gotta pop up live, we might do a live podcast. But we're sticking to the pre-recorded shit. If you're wondering why we're live today, we're not going back to being live. But we just had some shit to address live. That's it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Shout out to everyone who would hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who tuned in to watch live. We appreciate it. Shout out to all the people who are going to watch this podcast after. Shout out to Tony and Jack for pulling up on us.
Appreciate y'all boys pulling up.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
There's a
sir.
super chat donation. This one's from why is it not showing the full name? But I'm technically something.
Technically Tim.
Okay, Tim. Okay. He said live good game and fire. And shout out to Jazz 2. J Main tap dancing his ass off. Whole slate needs that baby. Holy. Yeah, shout out to J Main. Yeah, I mean,
motherfucker.
He brought his finest dancing shoes out tonight to the podcast. You know what I mean? But we gonna once we learn more details, we're gonna revisit the conversation and we're gonna see if it's in play. We're gonna see if it's in play.
Pull up to the Summer Games Fest live stream.
Sir. J Main's gonna be live streaming that. I'm not.
See me react live.
So make sure y'all pull up to J Main's. I'm gonna be in there in the chat, chilling with him over there too. So with that being said, we out of here, man. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.